Welcome back to the Kolosseum, presented by pixelpro.io. Empower the creators.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Kolosseum season number 7. It's our second week here in our competitive Mortal Kombat 1 series in the online realms of North America. I'm your host, mrraqua, and joined by the one and only Saki Sakura tonight. Tento has been stolen from the Kolosseum to go commentate some 2X KO, but joining us is going to be Saki Sakura. Welcome. You've been here a few times. Say hello to everyone, and welcome.
Hello, everyone. I've been here probably as a competitor, as a commentator. I think the one thing I'm missing is bracket runner. But the good thing about this type of bracket here at Kolosseum is it's all ladders. So that you guys don't even need a bracket runner for this.
That thing runs itself sometimes. It's pretty crazy. But you yourself, you made top 8 on our first event here. And didn't you almost make top 8 last week?
I almost did. I kind of lost steam actually later on. But hey, those were those Natara buffs. What can I say? They're carrying me.
Wow. Not even
Listen, we got buffed.
I respect it.
We got buffed. I will happily say I'm carried. That was the price I paid. You know how you like make a deal with the devil? I made the deal with NRS that I will not complain. I'll happily say I am carried as long as she stays buffed.
If you've noticed, I haven't said a single thing since the rain changes, Saki. Not one word of negativity has been uttered from this mouth when it comes to those characters. That's for dang sure. But welcome, everyone. This is a Mortal Kombat 1 tournament series where it's quite a unique format. Players don't participate in an open bracket until the stream begins, but before the stream begins, they compete for 2.5 hours straight amongst themselves. There was nearly 150 people signed up today, with not every single one of them showing up, but almost all of them being thrown into what is essentially a battle royale for 2.5 hours straight, where you place at the end based on how you perform in those 2.5 hours. And so the top 8 players that you see perform here on the Kolosseum have the best 8 records amongst all the players that compete here. It's pretty insane. The average record, think about it, you join and you look for matches over and over again, you play every one, and the average record to make top 8 is usually about 8-2. So if you lose more than 2 matches, you're essentially done. You're out of top 8, eliminated. But still, you're able to get more than 2 matches of experience because you can't go 0-2. The unfortunate thing is that you can go like 0-15, but that is, Saki, it's up to you how many matches you want to play. That's the format, okay? It's all about getting experience. Everyone gets to play for a ton of time, and then we set the top 8, and that's what we get to see here. And that's what we're going to see in just a second, because I want to show you guys what happened last week. Before we show what happened in week number 2, let's actually show them what happened back in week number 1 of the Kolosseum, and it was Dexy Dog. Dexy getting the W out of the gate. His mom was in the chat rooting for him. He received the spirit bomb of spirit bombs. What's a bifu in the Twitch chat? And welcome everyone on Twitch and YouTube. We're simulcasting to multiple live. I don't know how it works fully. Dexy getting the win. Big Mari getting second place there. Online Kale, the regulars here. Illy Silly making a big run. Gur Honeybee as well. Supercell ELG looking really strong. That was our week 1, and we've got a couple of those names making it back here into week number 2. And that is going to be... let's go ahead and show them the bracket first, Rick, on this one. And then we'll show them how they got here and what the actual full standings are. But this is the top 8 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And what we are going to see, starting from top to bottom, it's going to be ELG Mari back in the top 8. A huge surprise, in my opinion, Saki. Feel free to debate this one. Chico in this top 8.
Yes, I actually agree with you. There's a couple of names here that really took me by surprise. I mean, obviously you have your, I would like to say, staple online competitors. You see them in all the tournaments that have been happening throughout the week. TNS, Champions of the Realm, Kolosseum, Slayers tournaments as well. Like, all of them are all here, or rather a good familiarity of the names that are here. But Chico being one of them, is really nice to see them competing and also kind of making a rise as well.
Absolutely. And the shizzles making a name for himself in this season so far for me as well. Getting some big performances. I believe top 8ing in that same one that you did in our warm-up event here for season number 7. Damaja, a name I haven't seen in quite some time. I thought he was still playing Mortal Kombat X.
There's a couple of them. Listen, sometimes it's kind of like the Squidward meme. All the Mortal Kombat X players, they kind of see all the MK1 players having fun outside their window, and then sometimes they just get that urge to hop on themselves and realize, wait a minute, this is just as fun as MKX. Let me give it a try here and there. One name I really want to highlight, because you were talking about the format, and you were saying how it's all about, you know, you can play as many matches as you want, you can spend as much time as you want in these matches. I really want to highlight El Kukui, who came in an hour late,
yes,
and still made top 8.
This season 6 champion. That's a good pivot. That was a professional pivot if I've ever had one. Our season 6 champion, El Kukui, the man that won it last time, joined this tournament an hour late, and I need to break down the format even further for you guys. In order to qualify for top 8 in the 2.5 hours, you have to play a minimum of 8 matches, which is not the easiest thing to do, but it's not also it's not the hardest thing to do. And he joined an hour late. He only had an hour and a half to play 8 competitive tournament matches, and he did it. Only lost 1 match and made top 8 with an hour less than everyone else. That is A, utter savagery, and B, utter brilliance at the same time.
Yeah, you know, one thing that I've been talking
to
a lot of like these players is about
Rick,
the fact that, you know, we go into these matches and MK's become a slower game in a sense, because we're starting to figure out, okay, here's what we can do, here's what we can't do. And right now, speaking of which, we got our first match on the stream right now. It's going to be Online Kale and Hourglass of Rain. Online Kale, who won last week against Hourglass 3-0. So let's see how he does this week. Already starting off with the Kung Lao spin. You demon! You demon, Online Kale! Just going for it.
This is kind of, oh my, what? Dude, 2 of the most ugly things imaginable just hit each other. The Kung Lao spin and the Melina roll, and the game did not know what to do. That's what,
oh my lord.
It's already begun here. Oh, gorgeous reactionary one there from Hourglass, who is looking to get some revenge, because I gotta tell you, that 3-0 victory from Kale was not what I expected last week.
Even though Kale on some low health at the moment can easily make it back, especially with the sector buffs. Again, the overhead plus the missile's gonna have to break there. Whew.
Causing a launcher right now too, and oh my goodness, teleported the fair is going to seal the deal here in round number 1. There's some added firepower to Hourglass's Melina, who this is kind of the first time I've seen him in this patch, coming off of the Kung Lao meta, and awful lot of power to that taking me that in priority.
Yeah, I agree. Going back to that, what you mentioned, the meta really for Hourglass has been Kung Lao, even during the Chameleon meta, and then we just gonna see Farah now being used for the throw as well. We're gonna just ball roll as well, get that extra launcher, and of course still gets hit by the missile, but again, you got that launcher that's at least a hard knockdown that Hourglass of Rain can definitely utilize. The ball roll gets blocked this time around, and then the missile to add some damage as well. And Online Kale gonna get the hard knockdown to walk up for the overhead. That's disgusting. The challenge shimmy as well to follow up. Okay, armor as well, plus missile just in case cover. Doesn't get the full conversion that Hourglass was looking for the air ball, but Online Kale ties it up on the round right now.
Strong one from here, a great position as well. Immediately erased, and what galaxy brain awareness from Hourglass there to know that the missile was still going to come and simply walk back out of it. The one kind of universal way to get out of the sector rocket is by moving backwards. Even slowly by walking, that rocket will track in front of you on its way down.
And we're going to see that rocket get set up again. Oh, hits Hourglass of Rain. Was trying to somehow block it still.
I was going to say, the one thing that it will do is track you if you don't move, which is what he did right there, unfortunately. He's at the corner, though, and backs off, fearful of the wake-up armor. And the raw ball rolls have been a menace. This is looking more and more like MKX as each patch hits the game. I see it in the gameplay, Saki. Don't you sit there and lie to me.
No. I was gonna say, I think Hourglass is probably the best Melina for ball roll like that. Oh my gosh, the Pharaoh low! That's death! That's death! Hourglass already getting that first game.
Already a better performance than the last one, and trying to use the tactic that I've seen in the Kolosseum amongst very few, which is having a parent rooting for them in the chat, Saki.
There's
actually father is popping off right now.
Both players have parents that are so supportive. I feel like half of this bracket has that player support in the background, but Online Kill and Hourglass of Rain definitely have that like cheer. Technically, they have their own Pharaohs if you think about it. Pharaohs on the field cheering and adding some of their damage potential. Even though we never see Farah on the board, we always summon her for the safe high-low mix. I know what you guys are trying to do. I know what the meta is. Don't try to hide it. Oh, Farah gets hit by the missile as well, so that means that she's out on cooldown. And now Hourglass.
Deep sleep, hibernation everywhere. Never mind. Back into action when needed the most. And that was when Farah was added. So was the change to her back throw being in an airborne state. A match made in heaven. Great. Movement backwards again. That's a great way to deal with those rocket approaches. Fortunately, just moving to the corner. Red is some kind of forward movement because that overhead hits everywhere. And,
oh no!
Had the right idea, but it dropped.
Yup. Unfortunately, that teleport is one of the unfortunate parts about being used as an offensive move like that to try to connect. It definitely moves you away. But the stagger is the great throw tag though from Online Kill. Again, the upward teleport doesn't land, however, it does hit sector at the very minimum. Okay, keeping the ball roll safe with Farah overhead. Alright, trying to back away. Online Kill, trying to find an opening. Same thing for Hourglass. The ball roll is coming. I smell it. I smell it coming here. Does go for the overhead teleport. Instead gets the low. But Online Kill able to block Hourglass's attempt. And then the timer, 6 seconds on the clock. To the challenge shimmy. Oh, we're waking up Fatal. Blocked though, and the missile hits as well. And Online Kill is like, you know what? I'm just going to stay behind. Not going to even try to press there. Not going to even try to risk a Pharaoh overhead. Okay, but we got hit by it as soon as the round starts there from Hourglass. Okay, and get that double ball roll to get the soft knockdown and try to back away. Hit by the Pharaoh low. Oh no, overhead again, but Online Kill doesn't connect. Trying to call out that Hourglass has 3 bars to break. Gonna go for the Cloud dive kick, and it's gonna get punished here by Hourglass. He's gonna go into the Birds of Prey. There we go. We actually missed out on the command grab.
One of the only times I've seen it whip so far since being added to the game. Coming at you, and just of the string, Hourglass all over it. Scalpeled that punish with the Sigh of Melina right there. And what a round. Man, that Farah can cause havoc. No command throw this time, went for the overhead, but still safe on block is really almost every option off of that. Besides the command grab. And the gap that's going to exist off of most things. Moving around the rocket, but it was Online Kill, probably scouting. Yeah, some kind of raw special. That when it took Farah even rounded into the low mix, was ready for the overhead scoop coming. That is dirty. I was supposed to firepower. Are you kidding me? No. You just react like that?
Hourglass Hourglass plays Guilty Gear. I believe in those anime reactions. 1000% I believe that. I think that's one of the reasons why Hourglass is so good at doing like raw ball roll, because of that. Just looking for that slight movement, that slight fidget for sure. All right, Online Kill.
I always thought that she is the character if you want to be a reactionary player, and the defensive play paying off big time for Kale, who sent the rocket and went full fortress mode. Letting Sector do the work. Another cameo that got some big changes in the last patch. Do some big damage. Yes, sets up the rocket too perfectly. Nice chip sequence. He's holding the lead, but still plenty of time on the clock for both.
34 seconds is quite a bit, especially between these two characters that do have the damage for it. Hourglass trying to go for the low. Does block on the Sector missile, but that's a back throw here, and it's enough. No, it's not enough. A pixel right now for Hourglass. Hourglass having been in this situation before. Trying to find any sort of movement here. Goes for the ball roll and does the delay on Farah, even though it was in the airborne state. And Online Kill waited patiently to try to go ahead and punish. Tying it up 1-1.
What a mind game, because if you do the instant Farah NJP, that's going to catch that down one, and then it's GG's.
I feel like Hourglass was just trying to delay a slight in case Online Kill was blocking. And then trying to go for like a sort of like
mix.
Yeah, mix. But didn't work this time because Online Kill is also just as reactionary to many of the things in this game.
Had I been champion,
more of an anime background from Hourglass of Rain, but I think more of a Street Fighter background. I feel like an Online Kill, his dad going back, having both solid old Street Fighter roots and Mortal Kombat roots. His father is a Mortal Kombat 9 Evo finalist.
Really?
Yes. His Online Kill's father is one of the first recipients of an Evo medal for Mortal Kombat ever.
That is such cool history, and also kind of broken. It's almost as broken as being twins in this game.
Oh, there he is. Tony is here. Let's go, Tony. Okay, so both players in this match, his parents are in the chat. That was a hard sentence to form. So we got both parents in the chat. Let's go. This is powerful.
The interrupts.
And look at the damage because of the interruption. That's death. GG's.
That is.
Never mind.
Oh no, Breaker said no. You cursed it. You're already cursing things, Aqua. You're doing 10 toes work.
I'm sorry. Someone had to.
Great mix up there, utilizing the kicks to actually go into the low. Online Kill unable to really guess on that again.
Oh, wow.
The ball roll, but Pharaoh whiffs. Stagger from the back one and then into the forward throw. The dive kick though from Online Kill plus that overhead. You got hit, I got hit, even Hourglass got hit there.
I'm ready this time around. Trying to catch a counter poke, I think, was Hourglass. So good on that rocket. The moment that he sees Sector come out, move back, wait it out. Gets eaten by the big old hitbox of that hat. What the heck? Catching a stray and tries to get crazy with the mobility, but not long enough to escape the rocket that saves Online Kill again. The back throw with the Shaolin Fist. Boom. Trying to break the spine of the young lady. Calm down, man.
You can see Online Kill trying to just back away as Hourglass tries to figure out how to get in. Again, the ball roll gets blocked here in this instance. And adding some damage thanks to the missile rocket as well.
That was juicy. Meterless 35. And it was really smart not to... Just two things that he could have done right there. He committed to the entire string to be safe, but he could have looked like he could have done a single hit or a double hit and try to time the hit advantage of the rocket and then do something else to get even more damage. 2 routes you can go as a player. And he went, I think, the safe route. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be armor! Hated game! Armored up and now activated on Melina is a damage buff, and that's why she just did 444 damage. Oh my goodness.
Absolute she still has it too.
15 seconds, I think it is, and then a tick throw. That was Farah fully unleashed in Mortal Kombat 1.
I love seeing that. So a lot of people have been talking about the scaling on Farah, especially with these safe mix-ups, you know, overhead, low, and then of course the command grab. Plus on top of the fact that she keeps you safe while you're in that airborne state. But very few people have actually mastered the pain and gain setup, which is that armor into that damage boost. You do take a little bit of damage, but once you have it, you have it for a good while. And again, like you mentioned, 44%. It hurts, and then you have to guess for the command grab.
And that's probably minimum what we're gonna start to be seeing when Farah activates pain in game. Man, some of the Twitter clips since release. Stop it. Touch of Destiny didn't exist before. 2-1 lead for Hourglass. Again, looking for vengeance. Back in week 1, last week. Online Kill to 3-0. And Hourglass, I think, took that personally.
I mean, if it takes you off of your meta, which you've been running since, oh my gosh, since you've learned this character, right? And you didn't even go back to the previous meta.
Hourglass off of Melina, wow. I was like, sure, something's like Melina Chameleon? He's like, no, it's wow.
Yep. And it's working out this time, especially against towards Online Kill. The dive kick though for the bounce. Gonna have to make up a lot between this health deficit as well. Missile gets the overhead in the middle of the ball row startup animation. And this is Online Kill's corner. Throw. Tries to go for the overhead. Does get hit by the teleport on the wake up side. Was a little bit mistiming on that meaty. Unfortunate. And now a potential set point here for Hourglass if they can achieve this round win. Oh, the air ball! But caught by the missile.
It's looking milder by the minute. Looks for the big read with the up hat as well on that. Hourglass of Rain. 2 seasons ago in Season 5, won, I think it was 6 of the 8 qualifiers, and I had to change the rules because of them.
Really?
I was sick and tired of watching Melina win every single week. I honestly was, guys. And I'm like, you know what? Winner's making the finale. I'm not seeing this each and every week.
You know, that was gonna be a question I was gonna double check with you. Hey, do we have to, like, do winners who previously get to play? And I'm shocked to hear that it was Hourglass that said, nah, no more, none of this anymore. Okay, a little bit of health here for Hourglass. Tries to go for the ball roll, but because of the Kung Lao spin, it's like an armor and pushed away. Hourglass to stop that round from completing on the side of Hourglass's.
Okay, clip that. That would, I've never seen that interaction before.
It's something I'm just now, because Online Kill is the only Kung Lao that has actually gone for them for that spin. Not even the Mexican
he's the only Kung Lao
players.
that's using their brain?
Honestly, I think they're like using bigger brain.
I'll be the one to say that.
Because if the Latin American community hasn't fallen into that meta of using Kung Lao spin, Online Kill is definitely showing them some new tech here. Delay, wake up a little bit. Hourglass trying to go for the Pharah low. Again, it is a safe mix-up, so from full screen, you can't really do much.
And at that range, their overhead is still a threat. Bigger than you think. The crusty toes add on about 4 feet. What the heck? That was a forbidden string. And once more, Online Kill using something I've never seen another Kung Lao player use. Which means it would have hit me. Pharah caught straight into the up walk, and that is simply getting outplayed in a matter of a couple of seconds right there into the sector. Brutality, and let them cook.
Definitely cooking, especially with the Sector's flamethrower. That was also a move that got buffed too. Sector, I remember kind of mentioning this to Online Kill, or rather about Online Kill during one of the commentary blocks at TNS. Online Kill was playing like Season 1 Sector. And then after these buffs, I was like, you gotta play Sector at this level too. You can do so much now with Flamethrower, with missiles. Like, he's a lot more potent this time around, and I love that Online Kill has actually been doing that ever since then. Really evolving with the meta, and making Kung Lao a really big threat, especially on this team pairing. Alright, we're still on the Pharah for Hourglass. This is game 5, by the way, for our first game of this top 8.
Unbelievable, and with the start of a sudden death, we saw one of the greatest pickups I've ever seen, and not only pickups, but through the defense options of Online Kill and the Rocket. Hourglass of Rain, sensational start to this one. He is in the mix train, though. Oh my god, he's getting mixed right now. Quick 50-50s coming in hot and ready, like a Little Caesar's pizza.
Oh my gosh, the overhead. You're gonna have to break here. Hourglass achieving the breaker, tries to go for the fantastically done there by Online Kill. Chose to call it out and make sure to punish, and that entire round is just gonna go to Online Kill because of that hard read.
That was crazy. Even tried to get the sweep pickup in the Rocket because in the few frames after your sweep hits, you're in an airborne state, so you can get a combo with the Rocket. 50-50 from Pharah, though. Hourglass says this ain't over yet. Let's take us to the end.
Beautiful stuff here from Online Kill to actually use the armor move and avoid the tick command grab as well. Staggers from Hourglass. Definitely struggling to open up Online Kill again, but still very much in the lead for health. Stagger on the stand 1. Gets hit by the missile, and that's enough delay for Online Kill to get the back throw. And back at full screen we go. The mix-up from the low. There's going to be combo potential. You won't be able to break from this, so that's going to be missing the hard knockdown opportunity from the somersault. Okay.
Something to react to on the jump back too. Has a Farah, there she is, but she went the wrong distance. I think you want the airborne one, accidentally got the grounded. Giving Online Kill a chance here, and Mixed Town, the wake-up jump was savaged by Hourglass. Coming in hot and no. Perfect denial with the down two. A Toasty coming from Hourglass to send us to a final round. What a start to this one.
Oh, the air ball able to connect it as well into ball row and gets the teleport into the birds of prey, but it gets interrupted from trying to catch Farah as Online Kill says, nope, that's not real on block string.
Oh, nowhere to back up to. It was guaranteeing pressure. So smart on where to send that rocket out from Kale. Interrupts the mix too, and it's been the defensive reads on Farah that have really been paying out here late in the sets. In the clutch moments by Kale, but can he close it out and start the beginning of turning around this rivalry that I feel like was one-sided in the favor of Hourglass coming into this season. Just a turnaround for young Kale.
He's down once. Going into the birds of prey. Trying to back away a little bit. Calling out for the missile. Does block the overhead. Able to block the Kung Lao hat projectile. And this is corner for Hourglass, who the last time we were here, we got to put on Pain and Gain. Does this actually eat through the... No, it doesn't eat through the Fatal Blow. It's only one state of armor. Online Kill choosing to wake up Fatal Blow because of the 2 hits that it allows. Low into mid. And that's so close to death here. The setup on the rocket. Hourglass has to make something happen here. Doesn't have bar. Goes for the upward teleport. Does avoid the missile, but the sweep cleans it as Online Kill achieves and sends Hourglass with the sudden death.
Went for the classic fatality as well. Online Kill, what a comeback. It felt like Hourglass's week of preparation had paid off.
Indeed.
Entering the monk form of Kung Lao, which takes some time to get. Confirmed by El Kakui in the chat, level 86 of the seasonal tower.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Or you have to do the tower like 86 times in order to had gotten that skin, I think, in the last season. Currently, who can you get?
I think it's Smoke this week.
Can she? No.
It was Johnny before. I think it was Johnny before. I know Ice Cream always covers me for invasions, and I appreciate them for that. Because without Ice Cream, I would not know what to do in invasions.
81 towers total. And you can get the Johnny Cage one right now from what he's saying.
Ooh. Crazy stuff. Oh my gosh, Aqua.
Xiao had one for 100 towers, and I said I'm not doing it. I didn't have it in me, but I'm glad you guys do. What were you going to say, Saki?
No, I just think that's ridiculous for a level 100. That's a lot of seasonal towers.
That's a lot of towers.
I feel like I'll get enough dragon crystals for future skins by that time. But no, Online Kill, fantastic. I really liked what Hourglass is cooking, even though obviously in that game 5, like it felt like our Online Kill was like, okay, I know all of the cards. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do with the mix-ups. I know what you're trying to keep safe from. Let me go ahead and up-block you or actually interrupt you, which this is kind of one of the reasons why I keep saying it's not Farah that's broken. It's just that she's one of the strongest cameos, and even then, if you can lab and figure it out, you can figure it out.
Yeah, there are a lot of options when something goes into Farah that, heck, I mean, even I learned a couple of them right there from Online Kale. If you ever read one of these YOLO specials into Farah, these Unga Bunga strategies, read that up block, boom, got a big punish, forced him to start to have to empty Farah, which means time, which means pressable situations. He got to punish there a couple of times as well, and there's things being developed as we go here, guys.
Indeed.
That being said, Farah is crazy. That health is a little.
I need it. Not everyone's blessed with 1050.
You might be the only one, but the offense that you get, I don't know.
Not everyone has 1050 health like you do.
1050. 1250.
I know. I see you with the General Shao and the General Shao chicken going
Saki,
on.
I don't wake up in the morning in Mortal Kombat 1 unless I have 1150 HP or more. It could not be me.
I remember last season, I actually cried because that's how stressed out I was. Playing this game at 850 health is not it. It is not it. It is not fun. It is a struggle bus. I don't have fun playing 850 because I feel like a glass I feel like Chip from Guilty Gear Strive. And as someone that plays a beefy, tanky character to then play a fragile character, it's not fun.
I remember when that game came out and I saw some one-touch on Chip sequences that I was like, oh, that looks not fun on the receiving end. But then you saw what that character did offensively, and you're like, okay, wait a second. And that's similar to what the Natara treatment in this current state of meta is. So we'll see how things go. But before we get to this one, Rick, can we show everyone the schedule and week 1 champion? No, the new one. We have the new one, right? That's the one. And then get rid of the other one? Yeah.
Oh, that's really beautiful. Hold up. We gotta appreciate the beauty of that because that is gorgeous right there, Aqua.
This is also phase 1 of this scene. There's a phase 2 that involves stuff moving. We just haven't got there yet. But this is phase 1 of phase 19. Be on standby of the Kolosseum. We got plenty of action coming at you guys, throughout the next 40 years of Mortal Kombat. But yeah, there you see week 1 champion, Yaxi Dog with Melina. And with Hourglass being eliminated, taking the chances of it being 2 Melinas back-to-back in the finale. But this is why the rules in place, Saki, is so that entire thing's not filled with Melina.
I was just thinking, aren't you lucky and happy that it's not Melina? We got 2 Scorpions. My gosh. Here from Chico, the Scorpion side, and then, of course, Mari, who's been sporting it very much so this pick. Both of them on Farah as well. Okay. We got Chico on the left and Mari on the right. And Mari sporting the classic movie Scorpion as well. The free palette that was given. Armor move right through the Farah overhead. I didn't even give it a chance for Chico to try to summon her.
Yeah, I'm going to give the advantage to Mari just on the 95 skin alone. Are you kidding me? And there is going to be the speciality of this team. It's going to be the back 3 into the Farah cancel. That newly added warm gun of a cannon that is back 3 of Scorpions. Look at this thing. It's what you have to fear and respect the entire match, Saki, I feel like.
I think that was probably one of the best things they could have done for him, honestly. It's just making that hit cancelable. We're going to go into Fatal Blow here. Won't be able to break, so Mari's going to eat all of that damage.
Christopher Nolan, Scorpenheimer. In 4K, baby. And this team, we talked about it last week. May have been an EU event, but it feels like that entire was sensational. Chico is gaming. Hold on a second. Trying to take out Mari, who is coming in as the #1 seed, went undefeated, 8-0 on the day, mind you. Only got 2nd place last week. What an upset this would be. Chico coming in as one of the Combat League demons, always using some of the crazier teams in the game. Did really well in the first week of the Kolosseum in Mortal Kombat 1 that we ever did, and he was using Raiden Cyrax. I'll let that speak for itself.
That definitely speaks for itself, but interesting to go for a pick like Scorpion, who's more of an honest character, and this is exactly why. Able to get a lot of damage output, as we see from the side of Mari, but also you kind of have to respect a lot of frames. Beautiful interrupt into that overhead, and we're going to be able to get that sphere for the hit advantage. And again, Mari going to try to get all of this, and the Hellfire, but it whiffs on the OTG side of things, so Chico's going to be able to punish.
This is going to be a restand into 50-50 Farah. No, it's going to be a knockdown, disrespected by the jump back, and Mari just survived a potential death situation. The lethality of this team is what Scorpion has kind of always been known to me competitively as you get the hit and you can vortex someone to death. That has been kind of what Scorpion's about. A hit like this into a restand situation and guess again. And Farah kind of gives him that at an all-time, every touch across the board. And here, even in pressure. A tick throw as well. You're not used to Scorpion being able to do that.
This is oh my god, that anti-air beautifully done here from Mari. It's gonna be broken though. As Chico's trying to find a way to keep this corner, backing away from it. And Mari trying to get out of that corner. The anti-air again! The stand two from Chico. And again, to try to go for that vortex, especially in the mix of the low from Farah. Okay, down 3. A lot of stagger pressure that gets on hit, but not going to be hit confirmable. Again, the anti-air from Chico. Do not jump on this man. Gonna go ahead and dash up, but you can't block while you have Farah on your back.
Mari.
So it's gonna get hit by the armored reversal.
Mari hasn't been fearful of the armored reversal at all in this set so far. Not the safest option here. Not gonna be able to be made safe by the Farah whatsoever. That spear, however, will be. Battle of big buttons now falling for the back 350-50 once more, but oh no, what was Chico's victory? Maybe turned around. 8 seconds on the clock. Can he do enough damage? Doesn't have fatal blow. About to have breaker as it comes. 3 seconds now. Just chipped.
Oh my god, Mari.
I don't even know what to say other than utter brilliance and a masterful anti-air. The boldness that could have been countered by an early jump kick, that could have been teleported, that could have been teleport canceled. And he said, nah, I'm built different. I'm gonna anti-air that.
I think that's one of the things I love about this this version of Mortal Kombat. How consistent anti-airs just feel in this game. Like, not only do you have characters that have sort of like the auto answer to anti-airs, like for example Nitara with her leap, right? Just everybody's buttons feel like, hey, I can actually contest you trying to jump in on me. And I mean, both players are doing it exactly how they're supposed to, so it's almost kind of like everybody's getting a taste of their own medicine. And we're already starting up with Mari on that board, 1-0 at the moment.
Hey Saki,
I
I just saw as we were coming into this one that our Matcherino has hit $175 on the season. We haven't talked about it yet, but something about the Kolosseum that we do here is we raise a prize pool throughout the entire season that builds and builds and builds, and it goes towards the finale and what all the winners go to. And thank you tonight from the YouTube side of things, both of our YouTube members in the chat that are green right now. Jay Parks putting in $25 tonight. Kenneth putting in $20. Thank you guys so much. They've been here since the beginning of the Kolosseum, making these prize pools substantial, giving these players something to play for and really help out in their lives just for playing some video games on the weekend. Thank you so much to them. And that goes to the players. You guys can find the links in the chat. I'm going to put them there. And let's see if Mari can turn this round around.
All right, here we go. He staggers here from Mari. Oh no, the command grab. Just a slight bit of chip. Mari trying to jump out right now. Right from this, Mari's just gonna spend that 1 bar and get the down 2 to keep you in the corner.
Are you kidding me? Mari with another one. When his back is to the wall with 1 HP, he just anti-airs it out. Saki, what is happening right now?
Mari saying thank you to those contributions in his own way, making sure that it is a show to enjoy with the way that he's playing Scorpion right now.
He has
Forward
to be,
throw.
has to be one of the favorites coming into this, getting second place in week number 1. Mari has just been steadily growing as a competitor, making a name for himself. The flawless block not going to matter because Fair is still going to be a coming here and could be the favorite tonight and wants a piece of that pie. And if you win a week at the Kolosseum, you are guaranteed a piece of that pie.
I got a question from the chat, from YouTube chat. What's the price per minimum needed to go katana outfit
And so has a katana
Oh
outfit?
God, I will have to ask Tento and get back to you guys on that one. I'm unsure, but you know, nothing's out of the realm of possibilities here at the Kolosseum. I'll say that.
Why katana is the question.
Don't ask questions here, Saki. That's rule number 2.
Because he's Melina, so I'm like, why is there katana? But Mari says, why is this spear?
Saki, be quiet. They want to see him in blue. Come on. Whoa. Don't judge.
Oh! Gonna end in the brutal for that one. He
I'm
can
not
put
gonna
the
judge
Melina
Mario for
palette
that. He
blue
is in
though.
That's true. But then that's just katana.
We need to make the TikTok. We got. You know how on TikTok they're doing like.
I want to do
Katana's
we can do the
MK11
meme.
voice.
We can do the meme from the second Mortal Kombat movie. Katana. You wish.
Well, I do gotta correct it real quick. He did not say katana. He said Molina. My bad.
Oh, he did say Molina.
I see. That makes more sense.
My bad.
Oh, we gotta switch to Quan Chi for Chico.
Oh, this is who he was terrorizing people with for quite some time. Mari, I believe up 2-0 in this one.
Many have fallen trying to stand in my way. I won't be among
Looking strong, composed. That mask looks pretty good with this. I haven't seen many of the non-retro masks look good with the retro outfit, but that one's pretty clean.
Mari's
And
got
this
the
Quan.
vibes with this outfit. I think there was one that was like an orange that was like, I'm not here for this Mari, but I'm glad that we're on the original default yellow. And again, beating out the bone cage for it.
Yeah, that was a great press through it to get the punish on his 2-1 moving forward. And these double stand 4 optimals off of the Pharaoh. That was really sexy. That's a little buffer into the portal. They've been looking for a stand 3 anti at the range he was at. This is the new Quan Chi normal. Das Boot. Melted him.
Thankfully for the green portal was pushing back. This is also
new
purple
game.
portal right now, so extra damage, extra potential for these projectiles. We're gonna get Farah overhead again right now, and that's gonna probably be death here. And it is.
And a parent that you don't see almost any day of the week. Quan Chi Tremor at that, as it's going to put Quan Chi at 1,000 HP, which is something you're not used to. He's going to make most of this disappear like a magician, though. It's not even going to break, as most of the damage has been done. Chico making a big read, but he's not going to get a lot. I'm going to lie in the middle of talking because I thought it was going nowhere. That didn't. Wait a minute.
I don't know. I think Chico's trying to show you why they're known as the Quan Chi Master in a way.
Yeah, show me what you're cooking, because Tremor has been on his stocks have been rising in my raw spear. No stocks are gonna rise today. Give him a breaker, and with throw being a threat to kill, Chico with some boldness to just block that one out and giving some turns here. Stand for
Oh, this is a huge pickup right here for Chico to go for Fatal Blow as well.
But Thick Scorpion, I think, is gonna survive this. 1150.
Oh, I think you're right, actually. Maybe
Oh,
20% left? Yeah. Give or take.
And he's dead. I don't think that he could have even blocked it.
Honestly,
block
no. If you try to do up block, it's kind of like how Peacemaker's anti-gravity is. Like,
Yeah,
up block
peace out.
does not prevent chip, unfortunately. Ooh, command grab here from Mari.
That could have saved him was possibly a teleport of his own. Sometimes you gotta meet shenanigans with shenanigans. Or should I say quick movement with quick movement?
Meter being trained here from Mari. Mari actually going for the down 2. Went down 2 again just in case the armor hit. It was probably the fastest recovering. There goes the back throw. Oh, and we got airborne status, so we're gonna get Farah from it. Now this combo does kill a little bit, but it's enough to get some damage. And we got the mid, forcing the breaker right here from Chico.
That should be it. Betting it all, he got so crazy at the end of Chico with the teleports. And Mari was scoop him 3-0 in round 1 of Kolosseum Week 2. He's marching on once more, Saki. He was second place last week. He wants to be a finalist in this one. GG Chico, we see you in the live chat. And we have someone in the live audience asking a question about Farah we get to answer here live, which is how do you do that command grab with Farah? So when you activate Cameo and you just press the Cameo button, that puts Farah on your back. And it puts you in Farah's stance. And you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe more things out. But I'm gonna name 7 real quick. 7 things you can do, and they're just individual buttons for the most part. You have your 4 attack buttons, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you do 1, you do a plus on block launching sweep. If you do 2, you do an overhead, which is the overhead that you see. If you do 3, you do a toss, which we don't see an awful lot, but there's some really cool tech with it. And then the 3, is a low scoop. If I said 3 before, I lied to your face. The 4 is the toss. The 3 is the low scoop that you see. So the overhead is the 2. The low scoop is the 3. And then if you're in fair stance and you press forward and throw, you do the command grab, which goes quite far forward. It's pretty fast. You can do it off of anything. It's pretty crazy. And then if you're in an airborne state, you can go to Farah as well, which has kind of the MKX Farah neutral jump punch, which is big and nasty. You saw it on play. Big and nasty.
Yeah, one of the things I really like about Farah, even though I personally didn't dive into MKX as deep as many of the other members in the community, I love that both Takeda and Farah probably scream the most as their MKX iterations. Like, you could tell that so much of thought for what they were in MKX is existent here and how they play for MK1 with a little bit of that MK1 touch.
Absolutely. And Saki, 2 things. Guys, I do have to run some ads in between the matches. So A, get bodied, and B, if you don't want to get bodied, feel free to support us. I'm going to un-AFK to buy us some time here while I run some ads. And I'm also going to... Oh, wait till I run some ads. Hold on. Where's my button? All right, buttons are going. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Next match on the way. Saki, what I'm going to do... Thank you to the donations to the match arena tonight, guys. This is for you, Jay Parks and Kenneth on the YouTube side.
Oh, are we doing it? Are we doing it?
Are you going to join me?
I've opened the bottle. Of course I'm going to join you.
Guys, I am going to take a shot of Kraken rum to celebrate this prize pool getting higher and higher. And it's the weekend for me. I'm having a good time. I like having some rum and seeing some Mortal Kombat action myself. Okay? I'm not trying to influence anyone. I love this stuff. I'm going to have a good time. Saki's apparently joined me. Saki, what do you have?
So I have soju, actually, which is basically like apple wine.
What is that? Oh, that sounds delicious.
So, and this is the blueberry, which smells so good. It smells so good. It's like after you pick blueberries, actually. That's how good it smells. Okay. How many are we doing?
Mine smells like the breath of Vagar.
I can't speak Valerian, but I would totally have said the TikTok sound clip, because that's everybody's doing that right now. What Rhaenyra says to Vagar, or sorry, no, to oh my gosh, I don't even know. There's so many dragons.
Yeah, there really are a lot of dragons. But cheers, everyone. Hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Thanks for being here at the Kolosseum. Just some Mortal Kombat and everything in between. Cheers.
Cheers, homies.
Oh, wow, that went down really smooth. Oh my gosh.
That did not. You say that did not?
Mine went down so smooth. It was like drinking juice. So I'm a little bit concerned because that was really good. But I see Aqua in pain.
It was a bigger swing than I thought I took. That's all I'm gonna say. Dark, did you get my invite?
Oh man. Oh good lord. Yeah, so I personally
Dark,
my favorite is soju, just because I'm more of like a fruity drinker. I can't really drink like rum or beer like that or anything like that. It's just not me. I remember when I turned 21, my parents were like, "All right, here's your first beer," and I'm like, "This is disgusting. What is this? Why would you drink this?" But soju's your go-to if you ever go to KBBQs, which if you're in the FGC, I mean, that's like literally a staple after a tournament. And sojus are great to go with all the meats that you cook and everything happening.
I've never tried it, but I've heard it, and it sounds good, and I feel like I only hear it being complimented by really good meals on like cooking shows, so it's got to be good, right?
They usually come in apple. There's a blueberry one. There's a green apple one that's delicious. Oh my gosh.
I've had some apple wine, and it's out of this world.
Yeah. Really good.
So I'm gonna back out. You guys can stay here. I'm gonna back out, add him, and then if you can, Rick, send me an invite. Yeah. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to out and then. That's what. Nope. We don't have time for that, Saki.
I love that ethos.
That was a really well timed one. Good job to our producer there. That's Rick in the background, everyone, who is pressing the buttons with the comedic touch of Dionysus himself.
I invited you, and I think I'm on.
Son of. That shot's kicking in so quick.
No, it's really kicking you.
I'm not even navigating the menu properly. Wait, are they in?
Is that
I believe.
who is that?
This is the Shizzles?
The tea house.
Who's the other person?
Think about it. You
That's
can
Dark the
say
Goats
you're
on
in
Melina?
mine.
How do you make it in?
Listen, it's Dark the Goats.
I'm not even in.
It's,
He
it's
was,
Dark
he
the
was
Goats.
already in. Dark shit.
Fight.
Dark?
Or is that the shizzles on the left?
I think so.
I'm
Or
not
they
in
look
there.
like they're playing.
Can you invite me back in, Rick? Oh no!
And we got Omni-Man, by the way, on the Shizzle. And Dark Goats on Melina. Omni-Man with the Farah
broken.
and Melina on Farah too. So that's what's happening here right now.
You can say it all you want, but I'm not gonna understand it. Okay?
You know, it's funny because I understand this is kind of how Dark the Ghosts will make you feel when you run tournaments.
Dude, I don't even understand how they're just getting around. Anyways, a huge shout out real quick to JF on YouTube. Just dropped a 5-bomb of gifted memberships, which is a YouTube version of a Twitch sub. So thank you so much, man. We appreciate that. 5 gifted members on there. And one of the bonuses to that is you get your name at the end on our really cool credits at the end of every single show. And trying to get the Twitch subs in there as well. We're adding in a billion things, as always, to the Kolosseum broadcasts. And oh my goodness, I'm seeing raw specials from downtown Saki. Full screen, let it rip.
Yeah, Dark the Goats took personally the Omni-Man pressure right here from the Shizzles. But gonna get hit by the overhead this time around. Oh, the duck, the micro duck here from Dark the Goats is
Rick,
gonna
do
be
you
able
mind
to
me?
fully punish as well.
I think
Okay, gonna try to get Farah, but we wake up with Omni-Man thrust. And we're gonna try to see if we can get that stomp going. Oh, the Birds of Prey gets interrupted, but Dark the Ghost is able to solidify the state.
You know, I thought that we had no chance of Melina being on that win screen. Wait a minute. Dark, he's the number 2 seed in this. Only lost 1 game.
That's insane. I mean, I definitely believe it simply because the Melina power is really good. I know Dark the Ghost also has like a Tanya and a Kitana, so definitely an Adinian specialist for sure. Oh, you got mixed with Farah. Breaker here from Dark the Goats. We're not going to try to deal with that. Omni-Man being one of the best characters that go for a meterless BNB, by the way. Oh, but that whip is going to get whip punish plus Melina airborne. Dark the Goat's going to force the breaker from the Shizzles.
That's a scary button to whiff right there. That's a big active knee whipping the entire string against Dan Dude right there. Sensational whip punish. He could have gotten so much more though, and you know what? We'll take those though. We call that an American reset around here. Knock him down in the straight mix. Get that big juicy meterless damage that Omni-Man is known for. The English language slowly leaving me as we progress here, Saki, and that cracking kicks in. Drop the combo! These players may be drinking too.
Oh my gosh. This is really scary because that could have been a hit confirm for Dark the Goats, and because of it, 17 seconds on the clock right now. Oh, what a button to whip! Doesn't hit confirm into super easy.
When it's happening, somebody do something, and it ends up being a forward 4-3 into Tick Rose, something you're used to holding a mix-up off of. Oh my goodness, I think he can take away the gap if he does the back forward too. There's some mind games to be had, and to behold in this match has been wildness. I can't believe he clapped him there.
Literally and
Whiffing.
figuratively.
Whiffing everything and a half, both of these players onto a hit. A scrambly game 1. I think that both of them are still not going to be phased by that whatsoever.
Yeah, and it looks like Dr. Good's also gonna stay on the
Got that
Melina.
one, thank you.
I definitely want to add, thinking back to the question of what exactly Pharah's command grab and the input. Pharah's command grab is probably one of the best option selects, and we got that definition there, which I think is like cool for newbies. To be able to be like, oh, your opponent's blocking that overhead, your opponent's blocking that low. Here's a command grab. This is your surefire way to basically get the checkmate that you're looking for in the match.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's not just for newbies. Even doing them and creating the definitions to some of these, I've been relearning and learning a lot of these things kind of myself as well. And it's very handy to have. You know, a lot of us, you know, one of the things that we kind of, you know, fall victim to is, you know, not looking and expanding our knowledge in these, and so definitely trying to help you guys out in that regard. And I know that it's very easy, and one of the hardest things to do it's very easy to lose someone as they come in to watch something like this, and it's very hard to understand what's happening because it's so intricate and it's complex. Yeah, you see two characters beating the ever-loving crap out of each other, but when you break it down, it's shapes and numbers, and it's very technical, and you start to appreciate the nuances that is the competitiveness of two human beings battling it out. We get to see it in blood and guts, and we get to watch one at the end of the day being 100% safe and secure in our lives. Pretty cool.
This is 50% Aqua on the Shizzle's Omni-Man. And there goes the yeet of Pharah, just like you called it out earlier.
That's the 4, that's the toss. It's so active, lingering. You can get, I've seen people do a knockdown state, throw the toss, and it's so late that you get the pressure into super plus frames. Great utilization of another tool that Pharah's got. And then, of course, there's the pain and gain that we saw once, where you can give yourself a damage buff up to twice. It has armor during its activation, and you can do some big ol' explosive things.
Yeah, it looks like the Shizzle is really trying to be expensive with some of these armored reversals. Doesn't want to deal with the Pharah mix, especially on some of the more punishable moves. Because we know that Dr. Ghost is trying to locate and grab Pharah as soon as doing like a teleport or a ball roll or anything of that nature. So right now the Shizzle's working with 1 bar, whereas Dr. Ghost has 2. Yeeting Pharah again, full screening. Oh, no punish on the low side, was a little too far to try to get it.
And what's scary is just how plus that thing can be. Even there, it was probably around plus 50, Saki. It's no joke. Command grab. Even tried to press it. Did it say trade?
I think it did.
What the heck?
Oh my god, Breaker!
Ugh. Another command grab. Not the highest damaging command grab though. And as someone's asking in the chat, can't you crouch the command grab? Yes, it is a high command grab, and there's some omni damage at the easiest fadeable combination from slow startup. He found a way, a yeet of his own.
Why'd you make me do this, Melina?
What? Oh no!
Oh, the air ball! And Dr. Ghost lands it. This should be death, and it is 1-1 right now.
Unbelievable. Melina special right there. Jump back reaction. Saw something pulled the trigger. Second time that we've seen this Melina Pharah pairing be effective. I like it. It's meant to be. Any character that's especially got a few characters are, you know, fall in this category, Omni-Man being one of them, that can do a lot of full screen specials and tracking specials and screw neutral gap closers into Pharah that put you into airborne states. Those kind of characters have been really strong in this. And I'm seeing Melina, the more and more I see it, the more opportunities you have to go in that airborne state. Your teleport becomes a mix, your little ball roll becomes a mix. All of those are scary. Those are supposed to be punishable, full punishable, never your turn situations, Melina. What are you doing? And now, there's lethality to all of this, and you're seeing it.
And it makes you wonder, you know, with Kung Lao hat, you got that safety net, especially after strings and trying to set up for some overheads and things like that. But you get more value in the damage that you're looking for. Oh my god, so far, and still that overhead landed because of Pharah's reach, already forcing Dr. Goats to get that breaker out. Oh, beautiful. Able to actually dive in before Pharah gets yeeted. And that's going to be a hard knockdown. Go for the meaty and gets the command grab after the block string. Jump back. Beautiful block. Farah, not going to come in time.
And you think it was the Shizzles defensively waiting a little bit to see what Farah was going to even do. Letting Dark get away with one there. Wow, the backdash into the forward four actually caught him. Unfortunately, it was a trade. Shizzle's having himself a good round here. Lengthy, but he's one ball roll away from dying. He's got a breaker here, and Farah
I'll show you power.
just went on a mustache ride for a second.
Didn't quite make it the full way, unfortunately.
Yeah. She just kind of whiffed, and then he chest bumped through it. Oh, wow! He was not ready for that to clip. And it looked like it caught Melina in an airborne state, so I don't think there was going to be a follow-up anyway. Jeez.
Breaker again already. I noticed that Dark to Ghost has been consistently getting breaker almost every round. So definitely building up the meter, but this is gonna hurt. You're gonna have to hold all of this right now. 33%. Plus the setup into the overhead.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Saki, I got absolutely destroyed by that because I thought he was going to meaty forward 3. He's making it right there as well.
1000%.
So goes with the 1-2s. 10% on the, or sorry, 11% on the forward throw. It's not the highest damage. It got
Oh
the
my
airborne
god.
state. It connects, and the Shizzles just fucked him up. I can curse here. This is the Kolosseum. Damn.
Listen, Omni-Man is no joke. That is a scary character to be dealing with. It's funny because I remember when Omni-Man came out, a lot of people obviously, you know, they went through the motions with Omni-Man and they were trying to figure out like how he works and everything. I knew that that character was with the right cameo. Oh my god, it's gonna be dangerous, and that's exactly why you didn't even let Dark the Ghost play the game.
Whoa. We're going back in time
Oh.
to the Lao Melina pairing. We talked about it earlier with the Hourglass too, where we're shocked to even see him without that team. Dark the Ghost looks like to be along a similar timeline as his Melina counterpart.
First to prove a point.
As when his back is to the wall here, he's going back to probably what he's a little more comfortable with. As Farah's only been out for a couple of weeks now. Gets a beautiful snipe to get us started.
Definitely that spacing once again. Full screen. You're going to want to use that Kung Lao hat to set up. Get the birds of prey. And that's going to be an opening for ball roll. And set up into Kung Lao hat. And even though we saw the Shizzle go for the armor move, still got clipped by the Kung Lao hat. But this time, Farah's Yi able to catch Dark the Goat.
It got out of every single thing that happened right there. I'm going to give the Shizzles a medal in avoidance tonight. A Boy Scout badge? What can we do here? I'm giving out something. What the heck? Oh, man, grab. That Viltrumite stuff's kick. Never mind.
Held onto the Kung Lao hat.
Just don't pop onto that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Dark the Ghost went back to the Kung Lao hat. It's such a staple to keeping Melina safe, but also you can hold on to it. So instead of waiting for an opportunity, or rather waiting for the opportunity instead of trying to let it go, it's coming through. Oh my god, you got like flipped from that overhead. Jeez.
He was on the other side of the pillar, like you were in no getting checked by an overhead's not in the back of your mind at all, and that was so effing smart because Farah absorbs projectiles and absorbs cameos. She's one of the few things that will break it all and go through and slide in between. I take back that sentence. And match point for the Shizzles.
I love that. That's kind of like one of the cool things about having a cameo fighter based here in this game. You can use your assists to take the hits for you and then going ahead and following up right after that. It's a very smart plays here, and I still think the medal should be given to the Shizzles just for that too. Oh, and again avoiding the Kung Lao hat, but not avoiding the ball roll. Oh no! Staggered here, but then gets clipped by the cartwheel. Okay, the stomp goes in. Farah with the overhead. That's going to be Viltrumite stance and the launcher with it as well. 25%. Again, the overhead. You're forcing Dark the Goats to break.
And smartly taking the trade. With the dive bomb in. 40 seconds on the clock right now. No commitment by either of them. Time standing still. Is waiting for the cameo to come back. The Shizzle's probably happy himself, waiting for Farah, and even off the 4-3, getting the overhead option. Everything's gonna combo in that state.
Trying to back away, jumps away from the Kung Lao hat. Kung Lao now in, oh my gosh, cooldown, but that's not gonna be able to come back just in time. Gonna get slammed, and we got the air clap into the brutal.
Beautiful.
Okay, the Shizzles,
did he
we see you.
quit or did it? Oh, okay. Whoa. Let's say, did he break the game? On a quit, his skin was removed. Clap with the Viltrumite hands. The Shizzle getting a victory in the Kolosseum, making the semifinals of week number 2. Says, I am a threat this time around.
I really like that hit right before the brutal. It was all about keeping it simple, especially because sometimes some of Omni-Man's combos, again, you are hitting 40%, but those combos are a little bit tough to hit because of how weird the animation goes out. So very good stuff there from the Shizzles, taking out Dark the Goats, preventing another Melina. At least this week.
A small part of me on the inside is pretty happy, but I don't want to come across as biased. So I'm kind of in a lose-lose situation here.
I can't say I don't want Melina, because I do like Melina. But it's okay. It's over now. We got Omni-Man at the very least, still trying to fight it out. Trying to duke it out of everything. So, looking at everything, we have Mari on the Scorpion, online Kale on the Kung Lao, and then the Shizzles on the Omni-Man, which is really a refreshing take to top 8. And then our next match will be...
I was talking with the players on that.
Oh no, it's all good, all good. We got El Kukui and Damaja, which is another name that I'm a bit familiar with.
Oh man, probably another Melina. He was.
You think
Melina,
so?
Yeah, he was a Melina player back in X. I think he was Melina in MK11. I think he's just a Melina main.
You know, I am sorry that they were a Melina main in MK11. That was not the best Melina. Alright. I know El Kukui's been sporting the Homelander. I don't think anything has taken El Kukui off of Homelander. And honestly, I mean, that's
he hasn't
such
had a
solid
reason
character.
to have to.
Why switch off of Homelander when you have the power of milk on your side?
Oh, we're good.
Oh Lord. And again, for those of you just tuning in, El Kukui was actually an hour late and was still able to make top 8
How do you
with
do
a
that?
7-1 record.
It's only happened 2 or 3 times in Kolosseum history, and we have done like 200 to 300 tournaments here.
Many tournaments.
And it's only happened a couple of times.
Oh man.
So yeah, pretty rare for someone to show up with almost half of the time as everyone else and still perform better than 95% of the player pool. That is what El Kukui is able to pull off. And now he's going to show us what the Milklander is all about, Saki. I mean, Homelander is all about.
No. That's his name. Milklander.
She's going to get milk! Said or wants everyone in the chat. Big pickups from Farah. He's got it all. He's got it built in himself too. Look at these big lengthy cornery carrying combos. Oh, the low razor of absolute death and destruction, complemented by airborne instant overheads. He is a caped menace, this man, just like he should be. It's lore accurate.
Okay, Damaja tried to keep a fight there in the last couple of seconds, but El Kukui able to clean up and get that round. And yep, there goes that launcher again, keeping it safe thanks to the Farah overhead, even though the Farah overhead did not hit. So that was an interesting interaction for El Kukui, who still maintains corner dominance at the moment.
Domination continuing. Not even a breaker coming from Damaja, who says, you know what, I'm just going to hold this, man. Look this one more time. The armor works. The biggest risk being backed up by Farah. But more importantly, got him out of the corner and downed one through the Farah. Gonna get one of his own, though. Making this count. Farah damage still hitting strong for 322. Something to jump back to, and there it is. I've been saying this whole time, when watching these Marinas where they jump back, they're just looking at their opponent, praying for something to react to. There
I mean,
again.
that's, I think, the huge thing about Melina, right? Is that all those reactions, and you're going to get that high-risk reward. But, oh, Kukui might be able to clean it out with this Fatal Blow. You won't be able to break because you don't have the meter. And I think this will kill, because this is Farah, Fatal, plus Homelander's laser. Yep. No!
Getting planted like a tree, but surviving because of the Farah HP. It's went for a robbery of his own. Flipped it off of one mix now. Raw special. Nobi gets lasered. After surviving being planted like a Vought Christmas tree. Just get lasered down by Homelander, the fate of so many. And he just drinks another bottle, juices up just to do it again, Saki, the son of a bitch.
He's a menace since he came
needs to be
out.
stopped.
He's a menace. I mean,
Wait
it's
a minute.
interesting for that too. What's up?
Everyone needs to get a little excited with me, because if El Kukui wins, we get a we get a high level Homelander Omni-Man matchup.
Oh,
Where?
that's a faded one. Oh my gosh.
And I haven't seen it happen yet, especially at the high level. Omni-Man versus Homelander. Semifinals. If El Kukui takes us in, El Kukui is the Season 6 champion, looking to defend the title. I don't think he even competed in Week 1. Showed up an hour late in Week 2, and is probably the favorite. What a guy.
Oh, with Homelander.
One laser at a time.
Just no laser coming in clutch. Okay, gonna do the down one. Oh, what? Where did Farah go?
Oh no! Where did Farah go? I mean, where did Farah go the second time too? Where's the third time?
Oh, missing the punish opportunity, but we still got the launcher with the Farah extension as well.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay.
This one laser right there. Go check them. I thought that Sai was EX'd. Could have got something off that. No, that does just send it full screen on the EX.
Yeah, it was sent. It would send on full screen, and also a pop-up too. And it didn't look like there was a pop-up, but we got that duck off of that grab earlier. And really good stuff here from Damaja. There is the command grab here from Damaja's side. Prey to stagger.
String's been a great usage. No offense by him. Catches it air to air. And what a round from Damaja. Dominating. In that one. Sai's being unleashed. Damaja, show us what you're all about. He is, I can think of one notable accomplishment of Damaja. He was the, I want to say, last MKX champion of KIT, Kumite in Tennessee, when it went down.
Oh.
And it was with Melina. And this was at a time where, you know, a lot of people were in a really big necro stage of still playing the game and being kind of sweaty at it. Yeah, KIT 2023, thank you, Egg. Oh, how many times is he going to walk up into that active low laser?
As many times as it takes. Again, you want to try to risk it all for the biscuit to try to get all of this damage. Here's some ball roll loops as well. We got the overhead. Stand one forces the breaker from El Kukui too. Oh, Lusai.
Wow, forward dashing right smack the fans of his own. Great aggressive buttons from Damaja. That's a fatal blow. The one time you're ever gonna see the armor, and he went to the Farah to meet him with a low scoop. That was so sick. Laser out of the sky. Oh, Kukui just hit another level with this character. First time seeing reactionary air lasers and just complete control with the toolkit of Homelander. That was disgusting.
Fucking diabolical.
Diabolical indeed, mate. A little butch, everyone.
So well timed, right? Especially considering you're watching the full fatal blow, not even from a hit confirm, just that like El Kukui's probably like this Melina needs to go. Damaja needs to go.
The Melina army showed up. Every single clone that they made in the flesh pits have been vying for the throne in the Kolosseum week 2. A game away from a Melina-less semifinals. That was so cheeky. Into the aerial laser, into the low laser that you don't think goes that far, but it does. It does. The toes are gonna get fucking cooked.
That laser, the air ball special was actually, I think, nerfed, if I'm not mistaken. So even if it was to land, there could have been a chance for El Kukui to possibly even respond with a punish right afterwards. But, you know, just being able to anti-air with the laser itself, a part of the toolkit that's in Homelander. Excellent stuff. Oh, we switched to Chameleon.
How fast that is on startup, you know, to be a reactionary anti-air. And yeah, big change to the Chameleon. Now going to be working on a rotation of 3 different versions of that cameo. Melina, Jade, Katana. What the heck? Wake up with the 1-2 to catch the walking back. Respect of a wake up, most taps. And
What?
What happened?
That was so big brain. That was so big brain. That is the most punishable vertical hitbox of an armor move, and to keep it safe, because literally that's what Damaja was looking for. El Kukui said, let's go ahead and summon Spring Farah.
He went into orbit. Farah was already up there like the International fucking Space Station and picked him up, is what you're saying?
Insane.
He survived that? Made it through?
Oh my god.
Doesn't survive the track. He teleported Melina to survive. This is a wild one. What the heck? Breaking out every trick in the book in both these players. Triple size, too. Don't see that every day. Again! This time working, El Kukui feeling some pressure for the first time in this set. Really crumble. Like the ego of Homelander.
No one checks the stand. One does get ducked, and El Kukui's gonna be able to punish. Oh, good teleport as well. That's a reversal punish for Damaja. And gonna be able to get the Jade Blade as well. Ooh.
Big drop. They're swinging. Not a bit of advantage to combo off this though, and the switch into Melina was like frame perfect when you needed it most. As the breaker came, and Damaja is going to keep this one alive. No 3-0 for you, previous champ. You're going to have to earn this one, he says.
I love this Chameleon pick. It gets a little scary when picking Chameleon, because she did have that health change where she now takes away health. Plus, on top of that, a bunch of nerfs to both Jade Glaive and to Katana Fan Lift. But it's nice to see that it worked out so perfectly here for Damaja, who, again, Chameleon, still very much a strong cameo, just more normalized than before.
That's a word for it. A couple slaps on the wrist.
I don't mind.
Same thing with Homelander here.
I agree, yeah. A couple of slaps on the wrist for Homelander, yeah.
He was taken into the Vought head office. He thought that, you know, he was going to get fired, but all they did was give him a slap on the wrist. They sent him back out into the field. He said, go back to work, soldier. And here he goes. Command guard getting bred by the armor. And start. El Kukui still has the important first bar of meter, which is going to feel like a different pressure of its own.
Low sign. It's a great way to keep checking the footsie's range. Ooh, unfortunately, El Kukui wasn't going to be able to confirm. And had to force to use the breaker to stop some pressure. Nice air ball. Very good reactions there from Damaja. No whip punish, though, from El Kukui.
Impressed with the movement. Sucker didn't see anything off of it. He's just so prepared in those moments. Ooh. Checking out the God stance too. Over the low, and that is going to be punishable from that range. Yes, Homelander taking her for a ride.
Homelander has probably one of the best coast-to-coast combos. So this is all corner for El Kukui.
Ooh. Got through, avoided an armor break set up by Gojo. He's gonna leap over, yes, but falls into the sides of Melina. And DiMaggio with a quick turnaround is enough for the kill. Give him as much as possible. Not enough, gonna need to chip in, yes, into the extra double hits of the Melina overhead. Is able to secure it down to the hit. Nasty. DiMaggio is scrapping, but surviving this fight so far.
Definitely also that Melina ball roll, once you have it for Chameleon, that's been helping DiMaggio a lot in this instance. Ooh, but not this time. That's gonna get punished fully by El Kukui, who's gonna try to take it coast to coast back into the mid screen. Gets the side switch.
Oh, Saki, into the command grab, and Thera's gonna turn it into a launcher because that's what she does.
Okay, flawless blocking the first laser, but doesn't get to do it on the second one.
The nastiest aspect about Thera is how counter lore she is, where she jumps on your back, but in reality, you jump on her back.
Final round.
She carries you.
Fight.
Standing still is El Kukui.
What?
Unfazed, but no, just kidding. I think it's bad guys.
Oh my gosh.
But did you notice the sportsmanship? DiMaggio waited, and then El Kukui gave him the visual cue that everything was fine. He teabagged him.
And you know what better way to show that good sportsmanship?
It means game on.
Yep. Exactly. Here, I'm ready for you now. We're good. We're good.
Let's go. Let's get it on. That's what it really means, but maybe not in that tone.
The micro duck here from DiMaggio. It's gonna be a punish. Okay, hard knockdown from the overhead. Oh, the low side into the katana fan lift. That's gonna be hit confirmable. Down one check here from El Kukui. Again, a down one check from DiMaggio.
Catches the walking back. Forces the breaker. El Kukui's down to one. Rita be in a sudden death here in round number 1. It's a trade. The 2-0 lead, and US Snowbird's going to connect as long as the execution is there. Yes, El Kukui's going to survive. Quite a scare here. DiMaggio a hit from a sudden death instead.
Ooh.
Another victim of the milkman.
Brutality. Homelander wins.
Still drinks the milk on his brutal too.
God, look at it flowing.
Ooh.
It's an all-you-can-cow buffet.
Hey, El Kukui keeping the run alive and moving on to face the Shizzle, so we'll get that high-level Omni-Man and Homelander match. The one that we've been waiting for. The one that all the epic rap battles have been talking about.
Yes. What has been the kind of iconic thing for Mortal Kombat to do, or should I say the calling card for Mortal Kombat to do with their special guest characters, which is have something that has been in pop culture been a highly talked about versus match. Alien versus Predator in MKX. We had Terminator in Rambo. Or was it? No. It was Terminator in who? In MK11? RoboCop. Terminator and RoboCop in MK11. Here in MK1, it's Homelander and Omni-Man, and we're going to get to see it, baby. A battle of the soups. That's
so true. I actually never realized that we've been definitely going for the versus, like, iconic battles. So that's actually really cool. That's a very nice little Easter egg.
It's been a little theme of theirs, I think, for their entire NRS run, at least with Mortal Kombat.
That's so cool.
Did MK9 have a...
So we had Kratos and Freddy.
Hey, fuck Kratos. Those that know.
How bad was Kratos? How bad was he? Because I never hear. I hear how bad Freddy was. I never hear
about
Kratos.
It was such an interesting thing, Mortal Kombat 9. Kratos from God of War was in the game, guys, in Mortal Kombat 9, but was only available on PlayStation because, of course, Kratos was, PlayStation. And so only PlayStation users got to even use this character, and he was the most broken character in the game. But he was so fun. It was so cool. He had everything from the game. He had the bow and arrow. He had the Gorgon eye thing. He had the flames. It was really cool. But yeah, really unbalanced was that character. Absolutely absurd. If he was used competitively, you'd have been seeing some good stuff. And Freddy, the DLC of that game, one of the best characters as well. Really well done. And I kind of hope that Freddy comes back in one of the newer games.
That would be really awesome. To be honest. More horror characters that are like out of this world.
And because they were in different games, you know, I feel like in MK9, if we would have had Jason in that one, we would have had the Freddy versus Jason. But we never got Freddy versus Jason, so I think it's still on the table.
You might be right, you might be right. You know what else is on the table? This damage here from Online Kale. He's able to solidify the missile hit and keep corner. This is interesting. Mari on the Tanya. And Farah, actually. That's a new team I haven't seen before.
This is being talked about as potentially number one. And it was being whispered about even at Evolution, looking at what Farah was doing. I was talking with people around all the setups.
Well,
you guys can save tickets to go see the new Twister movie because you just saw it. Anyways, people have theory crafted that this team would be busted, and now I'm seeing people talk about it being potentially number one, just because it's what Tanya does with Goro and the Farah. There it is. There it is. There it is.
And Tanya doesn't have to sacrifice health for it or a cooldown, which is really, like, I feel like it's way stronger than the Goro. Because you do have that, you can only really launch or summon Goro twice, and then his whole bar is done. But Online Kale, gonna take it back to the other side of the corner, and then go ahead for the missile setup. Tries to start up the overhead, blocks the Farah, ducks the throw, and is gonna kill it here, getting on the board game one.
Online Kale is playing on a level of absurdity tonight so far, even styling on him here in the end. Showing mercy, though, not doing the brutality. Or was it an insult to not brutal and then just drop kick him at the end? Yeah, show me this back. Was this being styled on, chat? Or was it mercy shown to not brutality? You decide yourself here. I think that this was being styled on.
I feel like he tried to go for the sector brutal, and it didn't come out.
And then missed it?
Yeah. I feel like that's what happened there. Because if you notice, Sector did the vertical flame, so that's on both sides, and I don't think that's what Online Kill was trying to go for. We see you, Online Kill. We see you. We see you trying to style on Mari. Mari being one of like probably the most versatile players. Makes sense.
Yeah, you never know who's gonna break out. I have to expect the Quan half the time too as well. Kenshi as well. What the heck is that move? It has... I can't say that sentence on either platform, but it has beaten out everything so far tonight. And don't ask me what that sentence is, Saki. I'm not even gonna tell you. Let's just say that move sucks. What?
I'm scared to know. But here we go. This is Mari's turn. Gets the overhead. Again, damage and the safety to get that launcher. Flawless blocking the kicks. That's a punish. Couldn't get out Farah because Farah was in cooldown. We're going into Fatal.
Wait a minute. 1150 HP. You know, she just might be surviving this. This is the thickest version of Tanya in the game. These Shaolin Fists do add on a lot, but I'm seeing a survive happening, but oh no, had to survive it all, but the flawless block avoided it all, and then EXified the projectile to beat out the other one, absorb it. That's the property that it gets for spending the meter, and snipe him out of the sky with a rocket. Survived though the forward dash. Mari is gaming his ass off out of nowhere, snipes him out of the sky with stand one, and loads up some more juice of Tanya that's going to give her different routes, different special moves as well. And just to get armor, no sector to back him up though. Good 50-50s has been a big part of Kale's game plan so far. The ballerina spin to win, and has been so patient on weathering the Farah storm. And in that first match that Kale played, had to deal with Farah an awful lot, and we saw the best defensive play against her so far tonight.
Okay, usage of the buff is now used. Gonna block the chandelier kicks. Gonna try to go ahead and contest with the down one check. Both players going for it, and this time it's Online Kale that's able to solidify a full hit confirm and pushing away Mari towards the corner.
He's holding this. 4-2 pressure's knocking. corner though. Oh, Mari in this one. That's the perfect read, but came down at the wrong time with the normal. No punish. Not gonna get a piece of the Smog's treasure in the background just yet. Tries to wake him up down 2. Maybe assumed meaty armor or something was gonna come. He's getting crazy with the buttons. Mistimes the meaty, but he grabs again anyway with 15 seconds remaining. Mari stays alive and answers online Kale. 1 game apiece. I play a little bit better on this stage too because there's so much gold in the background. I'm like, I want that. I need that.
This stage, I think, if it's the other version, it's the statues, right? If I'm not mistaken.
You're asking me questions that are going to make me look foolish, Saki. I don't
It's just
remember.
because the statues are so creepy. That's why I bring them up. Although I'm pretty sure the statues are self-aware, but it's fine. It's the It's Sheng's army that just, you know, ultimately failed.
Is that the other side of that one?
Train harder than you or your sisters.
I feel like it is.
Exactly would you
Man,
know?
Or I could be wrong. Alright, we're on the
If it is a
team
gameplay, I don't have a clue. Even though I'm 50-50 on. Avoided sector again by the hair on her chin. It's a big hit confirm. Grata means that she's seen a big pick out. Tiny not known for being a big damage character, but sometimes. Don't know. Like, I thought that was going to be the right move to move forward enough and fast enough against the rocket, but how many times has Sector saved online kill so far tonight too? And did he just down win the drop kick?
I think Mari's definitely already figuring out how online kills using those sector missiles. Because if you notice, every single time, just walking back. Oh, but there's the overhead. See if online kill can establish it. No, wake up, grab!
And you're allowed to do that when someone's respecting your armor. That is high-level Mortal Kombat. Everyone is probably going to say that, Saki, and say, wow, he's ass. No, he's a genius. A 12th intellect level genius that you guys simply don't know how to comprehend. He made him block on his own wake up and grabbed him for it. That's being a better player.
Crumpled state.
And having a broken wake up.
From the projectile.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Online kill though. It's gonna respond accordingly. I get 38%. Blocks the chandelier kicks and flawless blocks the Pharamix. That was like pure reactions. I'm sorry. It's hard to flawless block.
Second time around, you hit line. Second time around, that spin got him through the sector rocket. And he's got some straight 50-50s. And he survives. Gets out some extra glow. And you're gonna let it flow? No, it's command grab. Takes 10%. Interrupts the hat. What would have been a good trade for Lau right there. Now taken back. And Mari. Couple hits from getting a fatal blow zone. Needs to avoid this. He's got no breaker. No fatal can kill right now from Kale.
Constant spacing. Online kill though is the one that's on the health deficit because of that fatal. And then of course we have some chip. Oh
What?
my! What? The forbidden kick? Oh my gosh! The breaker. 15 seconds on the clock.
12, and that is going to be a mid-hat check. The moment that he had the time to get it out so smartly, lets it rip. Unbelievable. The raw drop kick, one of the top plays of the night. Sensational. This kid in the clutch moments is one of my favorites to watch in the Kolosseum, Saki. Back to the first couple of matches that he ever played on the Kolosseum, he was clutching out matches with like striker lockup. He was cuffing people. And who does that? No one. With his own prodigy. Showing us some cool Mortal Kombat. Mari. Trying to show us why he's the favorite, though. He was the 1 seed. The undefeated. The chosen one. Chosen one!
Sweet. Blocking the challenge to me. Gonna be able to punish it because it is a safe armor reversal. Walking back slowly. Blocks on the last second from the missile. Puts on the buff. There goes the low. He's gonna swing somewhere in between. Projectile goes out.
Oh, look how strong walk back is against all of that. Let Lau whiff, let Sector whiff. See if he can mix his way through this. He tried to wait as long as possible to see if he could catch him. Doing for some different block. He got his head removed. as Mari, as you said earlier, I feel like it's starting to figure it out.
Yeah.
This team, this Kung Lao sector team, I said earlier in that seeing Melina Farah, or sorry, Scorpion Farah rather, kind of was the apex way Scorpion used to play, where he gets a hit and kind of vortexes you off a spear. Here, Lao, I'm used to seeing go absolutely crazy with their mobility and their dive kicks, but here in Mortal Kombat 1, they're usually pretty hesitant too because of the lack of safety. But what I like in Kale's team here is I'm seeing that he's way more crazy with his mobility because he'll put out rocket and then just dive kick. Rocket, dive kick, mix-ups, jump, mix-up, jump, mix-up, dive kick. And that's the kind of game plan that Kung Lao's kind of been all about. That higher speed, constantly guessing. We used to call it Bird Lao because he's flying all over the place.
Yeah, one thing about Online Kale is that it's about methodical approach, right? Like, Online Kale is not trying to be crazy. Instead, it's trying to make you guess on the approach, especially when you're looking at the missiles in the overhead. Now, I'm curious if we're going to see him go for mrraqua or Peacemaker, because both of those are characters that they do play. And I feel like in this type of matchup, the problem here is that Tanya has such safe strings, and it's even safer when you add Farah, especially to those chandelier kicks. So I kind of expected that the Peacemaker was going to be the choice here, because at least then it's more about trying to keep Mari away.
That's right, guys. You all thought he was dead. So did we. Peacemaker lives. John Cena. But
Probably one of the hardest nerfed characters in this game after their release.
Normalized, Saki.
I don't know. That was hard nerfs to that character.
No. When you are at the top of the mountain and all you have is a limb taken, you're fine. What? That made no sense.
That made no sense at all. I kind of understood, but like the thing is that Peacemaker had the entire limbs taken.
No.
So I don't know.
No, look at what he just did. Look at what he just did and tell me he's got not a lot of sauce still. You look at me with a straight face.
Eagly has more sauce than he does. I'm gonna be real here.
Have you seen? You know what's crazy is I've only seen Peacemaker post patch paired up with Farah. And he's sticking out with Sector here. Something about that came out he's liking.
And Eagly, I love Mari ducking these gunshots. Definitely making sure that they're not getting hit whatsoever. Interesting, able to block the overhead flawless walk on the down one. We got hit with the mid, force the breaker. Don't agree with that breaker. That's such a lot of meters spent before only 7 seconds on the clock, and your health so low like that.
Very costly. All that by trying to take his turn. That was minus slightly with a down 4. And meanwhile, Mari did the down 1, robbed him. And from there, robbed him again. What a moment there. Was that her stand 3? Buffered into the Farah. He is going crazy now. Mari, he is smelling blood in the water right now. Winner here makes grand finals. These top 8s are single elimination. These players play for 2.5 hours straight. Most players play around 8 to 15 matches before top 8 happens. And most of these are runbacks that have happened before. Hence, single elim. And I don't want to be here all night, Saki. I'm like,
Definitely agree. I like how fast-paced these matches have been going. Flawless blocking eagerly. Gets hit by the missile. It bounces too, but Online Kale plays patient.
I don't know if he doesn't know what to do off it or what. At the moment, looking lights out for Kale. And he's lucky that there was enough hit advantage right there for the pickup. He's down to 1 mix, and it's Farah coming for some blood. 3-1 ELG Mari with another character, another statement. Is in his second grand final of the season, back to back, trying to take it all.
And with the character change too, we were all talking about how Mari has the Scorpion, the Quan Chi, the Kenshi, and Mari says, "Nah, we have Tanya for this. Let's go ahead and make sure we secure this win. Gotta secure the bag, and Tanya and Farah will be that bag." that is the update there for you for the bracket. Mari in grand finals right now. And our next match will be the Shizzles versus El Kukui.
This is the one. This is the one that we've been waiting for. Omni. I hope so anyway. If either of these players pick any other character than Omni-Man and Homelander, you're banned.
We're awaiting the natural trial of these two characters to fight each other. If you don't give it to us, you're banned. You're gone. You're out of here. Out of the entire tournament. Not going to be able to come back. Won't be able to get the piece of the pot. We want to see the lore match. This is like as if Goku and Sailor Moon were battling each other. This is the fight to like literally end them all.
Out of anything you could have gone for.
You gotta know me. I'm the weeb here. Aqua. You
Good
know I'm gonna
Lord.
go ahead and bring. That's a classic fight right there. Sailor Moon wins, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bold.
very,
Bold.
very. But it's facts. It's facts.
Bold.
Yeah.
How do you foresee that fight going in 10 seconds?
Sailor Moon with the silver crystal and the Millennium Cauldron easily. She's God. She's literally God. Has the power of gods. Read the manga. Watch the series. Don't watch dub. Watch sub.
I don't know enough about the Sailor Moon. The Sailor
traumatic.
Moon lore to counter.
It's so
anything.
traumatic. It is so traumatic.
I only
Aqua.
remember one thing. I remember Sailor Moon Pluto, and she went out like a boss.
Yeah, she is
she
a
like time
boss.
froze the explosion or something, and then went out.
Pretty much, yeah. That was like season 4 or 5.
That's because
For Sailor Moon.
that's because I'm an OG.
You're a cocky prick,
Ayy.
and I loathe you.
Okay, we got the
Being
lore
sick.
match.
Homelander, Omni-Man. I hope you guys are ready for this blockbuster event here in the Kolosseum. If you're watching live, get your popcorn ready. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, hi, love you. Like, subscribe if you like what you see. We got ourselves a battle, a Hollywood one. Omni-Man, Mustache Ride City versus the Milkman Homelander. Oh yeah, light it up.
We have Sonya as the cameo for this. Ooh, everything
Now
was
this-
there for El
This
Kukui.
is a heavyweight match right now. They're throwing haymakers.
Oh my gosh. Okay, breaker here from El Kukui. Oh, blocking these lasers. Does get hit by the third laser this time as well.
Whoa, some tech right there on the up block of Sonya, which usually plus on block. El Kukui trying to take away, but the Shizzles is going to take away the health bar. Gone in seconds. Omni-Man Sonya is a damage dealer. Mix machine. Mama Blade sitting pretty on the cameo bar herself. With some added improvements. Looking for an up block read.
That's gonna hurt for El
Ouch.
Kukui. Damage multiplier attached to all of that. Again, the pushback from Sonya. This
Just
really is
swinging
the
right now.
highlight match.
This is the least I've ever seen El Kukui play the game.
I was just thinking that. Normally it's El Kukui who usually gets to have all the fun in the match, but the Shizzles not letting it happen here.
Gross
Oh!
mix up right there. Knew that he was going to be at least a little respectful. Had the throw ready on the cancel. All the Shizzles to get started. The absorption. Sonya helping him out. Mama Blade. That overhead was from pretty far away. I wasn't expecting it to be a threat, and it sure was. Those boots, they're coming and knocking. Ooh, expected to hit.
Oh no, the low laser. Oh, that's a punish.
What's
Try to
happening?
respond. Oh, down one checks, down one battle. Gets to grab the overhead. The Shizzle doesn't have meter to break away from any of that, so that is the round to El Kukui. My God, again, the high level matches
Man.
here.
Back-to-back drops, and he almost dropped that one. Looked like he tried to make it as easy as possible, and still almost did. Might be a little bit of nervousness right now. And what the heck? The Shizzles. Right into the Viltrumite stance. Grab on block. Almost in El Kukui's head on when he's going to press a button. Immediate armor. Says it with his chest. Could have punished so much harder right there, and he's going to force the meter. This is all the Shizzles. Get a similar start to the previous round, though. And all El Kukui needed was the hits. That's big stuff. Going for a rip the mustache ride.
Ooh, extensions.
Meterless.
Done. All meterless. Just the usage of the cameo.
Uh-oh. That was
That's a big read there with the chest pump.
What are these drops? El Kukui is just going to have to get settled in this one. That only looks... What the heck?
No way.
This
dude.
is the death
No.
battle. Every single person who wanted the death battle is watching it right now. Omni-Man drew first blood. The Viltrumite Empire is up 1-0 against VOD Industries.
This drop right here from El Kukui, so unfortunate. But then we see the Shizzles spending, 2 bars to then go into the chest pump in the air for the Brutal.
Sonya Blade, the Fire Temple.
You got
Wow.
spunk for an old man. I like that.
Well, you're a cocky prick, and I loathe you.
Oh my gosh. These two's intros, just as much as you can envision them. Sonya come out with the overhead. Push back in a little bit. The stop, and then we have the side switch. It's gonna start to beat. Okay, back and forth. And be able to do the overhead again. Doesn't land, so there's no pushback right afterwards. Jump kick. Tries to dash through.
Nothing there. Falls for the second hit of that, though. Thought a stagger was going to come. Might have been mashing armor, too, with no gap. Instant overhead. The lows have done the damage. It's Overhead City. It's coming here. The knockdown. Look at how many resources that the Shizzles has. And with no fear, says that wake up with his chest. And gets whip punished by a command grab. Farah turns that into an awful lot of damage. Command grab
That'll get
into
ratings.
a third of your life. That's the lethality of Homelander, Farah.
Fight.
Going into the Vulture stand, canceling just before El Kukui could have that flying in. And we have the breaker there from El Kukui. Oh, went armor through the laser. Huge pickup here.
He's up there. Out of the sky, but the 1-2 not active enough on the second hit to get a hit. And a gorgeously executed up block again. So fast you didn't even see it. Barely had time to hear it.
And it's a punish too, so really good tech here to show for people who are struggling against the overhead from Sonya. And punish it. And zoned out at the moment from those lasers. Shizzle's trying to find an opening. There it is! That's the mid that they were looking for. Be able to yeet El Kukui in the air, get the Sonya extension. Again, all meterless damage. The overhead. Now one check. Again, the mid hits! You might see... Nope. We're gonna see that breaker happen. I was gonna say we might have seen the fatal blow a little bit earlier, but Omni-Man's fatal is a little dangerous. Oh! Again, Farah whips!
That was madness, and El Kukui survives another scare in that round to clutch it out. It's a game of peace here in this death battle, as it should be, as it was written, as it was foretold. The sages in the Kolosseum, they lit 1,000 candles before going live, and they did a prayer to all the elder gods. They responded. They said, tonight, the death battle of the ages will occur. And if it was foretold by the Kolosseum sages, it will happen. And it has happened. Fate.
Fate is not in their hands as they go back and forth. It's literally anything can happen between these two superheroes. They're also kind of evil.
Farah, Sonya Blade, the hourglass.
You got spunk for an old man. I like that.
Going back
Well,
into
you're a
one
cocky
game
prick and I
apiece from
loathe
both
you.
sides.
Round one. Fight.
Clap. Going to be already using that first bar of meter. And the overheads are the over launcher from El Kukui. It's gonna be the grab. Tried to wake up with the Sonya overhead, and it's gonna get punished for it as well.
And I think El Kukui just made up everything he just did. Live.
Had to.
He's only lost 3 HP. Why not? We get hit pretty hard here. Omni-Man, the mustache ride for 380. Went for the low. Too far away for Sony to pick up. From downtown, Homelander goes for the neck of Omni-Man with the grab.
Me, cry baby.
Round 2.
Hey,
Fight.
El Kukui calling out the jump in that last second. He's able to continue the launcher. That's a full punish. You had to break there or you were going to get fully punished for trying to go for a hard read. Ooh.
I would never have tried to press right there. I mean, he's got 3 bars. Maybe he thought he was going to be too delayed and thought that a gap was going to be there for some armor, but wow. It is a fully charged ring, guys. Sonya can be the most plus, I think, of almost anything in the game.
Breaker here from El Kukui. The low laser again! It's going to lead into the launcher for a full mid-screen carry. And again! Able to land the hit. Didn't have enough bar to continue it.
Yes?
He's... Laser? Laser?
Faking him out with the instant air floats, but guess what? Omni-Man can do the exact same. The Cape Crusaders of the game. Both so crazy over the screen. And they're the threat of Homelander from full screen to in-your-face command grab. Has been a big difference maker, and that block sealed the deal 2-1 in this battle of the Titans. Drink a little more milk. So this battle ain't over yet.
And with that, El Kukui up on the board, taking the lead for the first time in this match, 2-1 against the Sigils. It's so hot, it's sizzling between these two. Get it?
You said shizzling?
I said sizzling. It's the shit didn't come out. I tried to be a pun master. Did
All right,
not
guys.
work.
Me.
I have a confession to make.
Do this.
I've always wanted to say this.
Round 1. Fight.
The shizzle.
Oh, I can't. Oh my gosh. Okay, stand 1. Try to OS. Oh no! That was such a duck.
It's an unfortunate drop, but yeah, how knowledgeable was that crouch underneath the end of the string? That almost nothing in the game ends with a high. So to be ready for that big galaxy brain. And what the heck? 489 meteoric damage from the top rope from Omni-Man. Getting responded by Homelander. Trying to carry him to the corner. If that mix would have hit. I mean, this is a heavyweight battle. These boys are swinging. I love the speed of the matchup, though. It's not one that we see every day.
Yeah, it's more of like full screen all the time. Trying to get the slight hits, and this is a big hit here for El Kukui. But gets hit by the wake up armor. Has to block the Pharaoh.
Oh!
Think.
I don't think he's done that the entire set, Saki.
No,
The tricky, sneaky overhead from behind. You never know what's... Oh no, wait a minute. You gotta guess here. It's over!
No! It's over this time! El Kukui has 3 bars of meter, and it's still, all of that was meterless still. The kick, it's plus. You have the overhead. We're just gonna go for the command grab. Take all of the damage. Here's the breaker, though, from the shizzle.
Stop it!
Oh my god! That's a flawless!
He
That's
got
a
a flawless off of an up block on the forward 2. El Kukui may have just put the final nail in that man's coffin. Unbelievable. Is that a punish? Almost.
Ooh. Man grab from Farah. The laser gets interrupted. There's the mid breaker.
Oh, perfectly floating overneath the laser. It gets a combo off of that? Disgusting. Look at the damage. That did not scale at effing all.
Nope.
What
No.
the heck? Okay. I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
The chest.
Oh! Interrupted Farah!
Interrupted the clap. Jumping back. Waiting for a mix-up, I'm guessing, off of Viltrumite stance and Farah. Look at this health lead.
Ooh, hot
Uh-oh.
Shizzle's jumping right after the clap. That's corner for El Kukui. It's one guess. Oh, and we woke up buttons to say, nope, we're not guessing. We're going to game 5.
Are we getting the brutal?
Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are.
Look at that smug, mustached, arrogant son of a bitch. Omni-Man. And the Shizzles. Unbelievably, as I said, the sages foretold this in the Kolosseum halls before we went live today, that the death battle of the century would occur between Omni-Man and Homelander, and we are going the distance in it. 2-2. Some people think the Kolosseum is scripted. I don't agree.
I mean, you don't have the script,
You got spunk for an
so of course you don't agree.
Well, you're a cocky prick.
Here we go. As it should, a sudden death between these two.
Perfectly well timed, especially for, like you mentioned, a high level set between two superheroes that have always been going head to head in discussions as who is the stronger superhero.
Oh!
Oh!
I don't know.
Getting hit from that far.
I don't know if Okakui's padded dropped out or not again, though. You saw the wake up either not block or was trying to be super aggressive with some buttons. Got a perfect time blocking that clap. And speaking of clap, Omni-Man clapping the ground instantly with that mix that he has been saving the whole set long. Careful as well for some mind games. We're getting corner carry. For a ride in the low game, meaning the side switch that close and put a round from the Shizzles. This might be enough before he can even break. Okui gonna save the bar and match point for the Shizzles. What a turnaround. This Omni-Man lighting up the Kolosseum. This is our reigning champion he is trying to beat.
The Season 6 champion. And it can go down either way. Definitely not going to be able to try to get for that damage here. Breaker comes into play.
Battle of Capes and Pharaohs, oh my. They're blocking low. Just the wrenches in the air. Overhead works. Double low, I should say, off of the 4-3, and he's taken for a ride.
Me having to guess on that mid. There it goes. El Kukui to start it up. And be able to land with the hard knockdown after the grab ender. Blocks the chest pump. Gonna be able to punish. Again, hard knockdown after the grab ender. The Shizzle's gonna have to try to guess here.
Putting some crazy blocks down there in the corner. Trying to check him with everything that he's got right now. Can he escape this corner? No! No command grab. Actually reached for the sky with the club, and this is gonna be enough to get the round. Not enough. Next break though, trying to return to favor and getting so aggressive. There's the Shizzles, and he was just outside of the range of getting his Farah back. To at least form some kind of something there on block, besides the 4-3. Goes Farah from a distance, and that overhead, even though blocked at the range. And the only reason Okakui got hit was because he overcommitted to the dash. Maybe looking for a mix-up off command grab as well. It's final round, ladies and gentlemen. The death battle of the century.
Okukui's trying to keep away and then gets launched after the Viltrumite launcher. Here we go, we got the dash. Meterless. The mid! It lands! It's gonna be into the
Shizzles.
Viltrumite sense.
He's got full Farah. Is it 4-3 mix time? Nope, string. And red gloriously by El Kukui. Taken to the skies with the cape of America and freedom, baby. Went for some mix in front of his face. I like it. Blocked though. Overhead. And the drop given a gift by the Shizzles this late. And that was abhorrent, the armor that he did right there. Could have been death on block. But he wants to live. He wants to win and cause the upset of the Kolosseum season so far. Bear gets interrupted. Oh no. He just lasered so much of his health away.
And his 2 bars that was used though from El Kukui that's no longer be able to use it. Down one check right after the overhead. The overhead! It's Homelander that will take the win.
Your warrior skills.
Sensational death battle of the century. And El Kukui survives, clutches it out, and Homelander wins. the patience of El Kukui, and I have to say it, the falling apart of patience by the Shizzles there at the end. So many big reads that were very little reward on some of the armored call-outs, and then look, he lost so much health on the lasers there. Right before this moment here, he ate, I think it was 4 or 5 lasers from Homelander full screen, and it went from a half health lead to, you know, like 600 health versus 150 to about 200 versus 150 real quick. And what a turnaround. El Kukui surviving the scare of the night for him. That was crazy.
I think that was probably the most sweaty match that El Kukui's probably have had since honestly the loss that he took in one of the matches from the latter portion. Because again, coming in with the 7-1 record, and then being able to pretty much 3-1 Damaja, and then again sudden death here against the Shizzles. Wow, what and it's just simple things too, like very small things that it came down to, like dropped confirms, not confident that it was gonna land. Like there was a moment where we almost thought it was checkmate for the Shizzles, but unfortunately that drop was a gift for El Kukui to pick up.
Yeah, indeed. Congratulations, El Kukui. What a performance. GG's, you'll be playing again in just a couple of minutes against Mari for the victory in this week. But before we do, guys, we're going to take our one and only break of the night. So go use the restroom if you need to. Go get some more snacks. Grand finals coming up. It's going to be El Kukui versus ELG Mari for week number 2. Become a Kolosseum finalist. Don't go anywhere.
Let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving. What we doing? 'Cause it can get dangerous. 'Cause it can get dangerous. 'Cause it can get dangerous.
Hey, please don't play no games with me. I promise I'm too much. Hey, I can never let up even if you had enough. Hey, this ain't for the faint of heart. We always playing rough. I had enough. It ain't luck. I needed a vision. I needed ambition. I needed a mission to beat in submission with no intermission. I see the collision, the crash in the distance. They coming off track. No. Now when they ask what's the motive, don't talk like the show. They all about to see what I mean in the moment. I gotta keep going. I'm shaking the dice and I'm keeping it rolling. They already know. Ain't got no other plans. You don't need to understand. Ay, we on overtime. You don't need to understand. Ay, you just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play.
Moving fast, already gone. Yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog. Just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving. What we doing? 'Cause it can get dangerous. 'Cause it can get dangerous.
Man on a mission,
mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what?
Welcome back to the Kolosseum, presented by pixelpro.io. Empower the creators.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Checks big and I'm sure that that hurts, but it's checkmate. We ain't selling short, no the work.
Welcome back, everyone, to week 2 of season 7 for the Kolosseum NA. I am here with Mr. Aqua, and again, this has been such a hype Mortal Kombat, and we're about to hop into our grand finals. But before we even get there, let's see how we got there, while also giving you a reminder that we have a matcherino for throughout the season as we get to try to have our finalists have a piece of the pie when the finals come up.
Currently sitting at $175 is that prize pool. Thank you everyone that's donated to it so far. It's going to build over the next 2 more months nearly of competitive Mortal Kombat action. That finale usually sitting really big, and these players playing for a spot in that finale in that prize pool. The winner will get that luxury. The loser will have to try again next week. Good luck, bud.
Didn't mean anything.
That's the savagery
Sorcerer never
of the Kolosseum format. Only one makes it in. It'll either be Mari, grand finalist last week, El Kukui, our previous season champion. Combat begins, and this was not a pairing I saw coming from 7,000 miles away. Juan Motaro!
I usually see this like matchup going often in TNS, so I'm shocked to see that it's not the Scorpion, but the Quan Chi Motaro that we're seeing.
850 HP. You're looking at what is essentially a clay pot fighting. Oh my goodness.
What? A hammer? Like
yeah,
an Elden Ring? Alexander the Alexander the
you're
pot?
right. He was actually kind of tough though. Wait a minute.
He was. But Mari is tough. And it's El Kukui who's probably
said,
like
hey,
the new game
I
plus
may be
5
made of
target.
clay and a pot, but I can take it to anyone. Radon, bring me that motherfucker. He was ready to go. Alexander was ready to just one-on-one Radon and fuck him up. I remember that. He was like, where's he at? Let me at him!
Right, the first round went to Mari, by the way, so already definitely showing off what to do. Had a little bit of meter drain from El Kukui. El Kukui, who's actually just about to build 1 bar right now, and because of that orange portal, able to just drain that meter. And
How did
purple?
How did someone on Twitch have an Alexander the Pot emote that quick?
Because it was Elden Ring, and everybody like Alexander was just so popular.
The world's a heck of a place, Saki. And Amen, what an absolute Chad Alexander was. You ain't lying. What a crouch underneath the laser! But Motaro, interesting to note, right there is why and one of the only reasons you would ever need to use or see a close version of the Motaro teleport is because of that right there. That's why they put it in. Was for pickups that sometimes when you do just regular teleport, they play too far away, and El Kukui still lives here. This is insane. That one drop could be the death one.
I was gonna say this could be the death of Mari because it's 800. How is that 100 or 850?
850.
Okay, 850. Oh my gosh, just so close. Ooh. Oh no, the glow laser was backdashing away while trying to hope for the green portal.
To do the work for him, but great check. Oh, wow. Good to be on the dash. Seen a big punish there. Was right on which portal was going to come out too. Purple doesn't really do anything around Quan other than enhance some of the zoning options that he gets. Those projectiles with that bigger buttons, and that was pleased the Motaro teleport. And I'm wondering if from downtown, if he does the purple skulls into Motaro teleport up close, if there's any plus frames similar to how Liu Kang uses it with his low projectile.
Portal is out training me. Oh, El Kukui doesn't even have meter to drain. Is the crazy part about that.
He just wants the armor at that point.
Low tentacle. Oh, gets hit by the launcher. Again, this has to all be meterless because there is no meter to work with right now for El Kukui. Hard knockdown. The throw tech from Mari, though. Jumps over, but it gets clipped by the last active frames of the laser. And El Kukui takes the first game. Now, Mari has been in a situation before. Last week, went down to Dexy Dog. And I believe this was, it was a 3-0, if I'm not mistaken, for Dexy Dog. So that means that Mari really needs to try hard here and not get that 3-0 this time by El Kukui if Mari wants to make it to those finals.
The active frame of that laser would have popped a blood vessel. I know for me. And it's going to force Mari to say, I don't know about that. He's going to equip. Think about it. He just equipped 300 more HP. Just now, guy. That is a full combo from most characters difference. You can take an entire sequence more. And on top of that, we know the firepower that this team's got.
And a fatal error for the
It's
one
not even a
who
myth
might
anymore.
try it.
I still like that we went to Scorpion. Because again, the back three is going to be huge help for trying to fight against Homelanders.
Spear checks as well. They want to be one of the best things to deal with those dashes in, but you have to guess when it's up close in your face. Great reaction on the back three whiff. The only weakness to the back three, feels like in this day and age, but it does go whiffed. One thing I did wish had come with this outfit, Saki, hear me out, is the forest stage from the movie as well.
Oh, I know. We need a little bit more stages.
That goes into the
feels
Netherrealm
like
stage that they fought in? Oh, yeah.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. That would have been so good. Who knows? We did get the subway retro stations at one point. Oh, the reactions from Mari. And again, some damage to boot. Should be able to get... actually, that was all meterless. Wow.
Yeah, probably could have done something at some point in the shimmy.
The drop, unfortunately. So one of the things that's really tricky about Farah, the overhead is easier to confirm, but when you do the low, there's a slight, like, best way to describe it, stutter. That sometimes that's what happens. You end up dropping those combos. So unfortunate for Kui, who had the right read on the mix, but didn't hit confirm.
He's right there and checking the post block stand 4 with the laser to have the range. Mari almost smartly thought they was going to go with the button. I think stand 4 plus on block. Going, wow, what are the few? So read the command grab from downtown. And the one from Homelander is crouchable in the high, just like Ferris. There's only a couple of mid command grabs in a Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat broke the will of the community so bad in Mortal Kombat 11 that they just refuse to put it in now.
I hope they never bring it back in. That was ridiculous to have a mid command grab.
How about you be quiet?
Listen, you won that matchup on paper against Jade. You still win my matchup when I'm Natara. So how about you be quiet?
You are
and
supposed
stop
to
being
know.
carried.
Just jump.
But you're gonna go ahead and do down back 4, I think it was, and get a what is it, crushing blow on me? Plus your buff from the side. Hell no! Absolutely not.
All right. You're. I mean,
Absolutely not.
that was Golden Khan. I was there tonight.
It's tied up piece to piece, and that forces El
Bring my
Kukui
boy
to the
back.
Tanya.
Bring him back.
No, don't bring him back. Bring Jade back. Give me back Jade. That's who should be back. You're gonna get Conan.
We need Jade back as a main character. Hear me out. Cold as cameo, and she's pushing him around in a wheelchair.
Imagine if that's how he's doing right now in Liu Kang's new era. Liu Kang said, "We didn't forgive you for being the worst con in
Just like
Outworld."
Kenshi was meant to lose his eyes. You're meant to lose your legs. And you're
Mari,
meant to
not
lose
letting-
every fight you've ever had in story mode.
And your trailer. Oh my god.
God, that was the final insult. Anyways.
That was a whole round to Mari, by the way. Also, Kuli didn't even get to play the game.
That was all a total rant. And meanwhile, Mari's just out here mixing. What a double. I think he double feinted into Farah. Screw that sentence.
Oh my god, that back three, it's so potent. It's so good. Sorry, knockdown, safe jump.
Right in his
Back
face.
into the overhead. Ooh.
No. He's gonna get Farah back too. What's gross about back three as well is doesn't it double hit and break armor? Ugh.
It does, actually.
I thought he was just gonna do it there, and there was not gonna be a damn thing he was gonna do about it.
Oh my god, that was a micro duck on it. Mari tried to go for the Bruno instead. Went for the down two.
There
Now
it is.
gets it. Okay, you see, that's what happens when you're trying to fish for Brutos and you playing with your food, Mari. Be careful. You're up 2-1. You're close to getting to those finals. Don't mess around for style. Finish your food.
ELG Mari a game away from being a finalist, being done on the season, being guaranteed money, being guaranteed at least 3 DMs on Instagram with the victory in the Kolosseum. Do not quote me on that.
Oh my god. Instead of
If that's how that
Tinder,
works, what a
it's
world we live
MK dating spot, and you can post finalists in the Kolosseum. That will get everyone in your DM.
I guarantee it. Oh, guys, I shit you not. I have one of our shirts has gotten a date before,
Oh, really?
and it is going very well.
Oh, yo, that's awesome. Congrats. Imagine Kolosseum, the matchmaking game. Hello? Now you just need a 2xKO duo meet and greet. Find your duo today.
I mean, that's one way to find some synergy with someone.
Or meet your cameo today.
Meet your cameo today. How well can you assist? Oh, 2-1.
Oh man. Paul is blocking the lasers. Elkaku is also back on the Homelander, plus with Farah. Launching. And that's gonna be as close to the corner as possible. Blocks the Farah mix and is able to throw El Kakuli into the corner.
Wow.
Back three whiffs completely, but no punish.
I feel like he got away with murder right there. There you go, Kukui. Correcting the sacred timeline. Just kidding, Mari. Wants to be a villain. He's close enough.
No.
8 seconds. He went for the optimal. GG.
Oh my god, the up block.
The first time that he dropped that combo all night long. The first stand 4 was a little late. What could have killed? Mari turning around. Wants the immediate mix. Get over here. I like how that optimally sets up what appears to be a safe jump as well. Overheld the Farah. If you would have let it rip immediately, may have caught that button. Kukui wants another sudden death. Mari, for being a Scorpion main, trying to avoid the flames here in the Kolosseum.
I think part of it, oh my god, that up block. Part of that reason I think is because the last time Hellfire happened, and it was, I believe, with Chico, it actually whiffed, and it costed him the entire round. So I think Mari's just trying to play it safe with that. The meter burn on the teleport to cancel, and then we have Farah's command grab.
Never so closer now. Could be the final round. A glorious read off of the dash. Execution error? This is going to be command grab damage worth because it hit an up block. 176. Woo.
Lasers. Mari's trying to react to everything that El Kukui's throwing out. Woo! The dash actually not going for the command grab, and Mari was trying to read for it too.
Yeah, Kukui counter-read the micro duck with it looked like one of his own perhaps in the recovery of that dash. Sensational play. Is there going to be enough for the punish? No. Back to River Days. He has to break. Kukui's sitting so pretty right now. Block. Are you kidding me? From so far away, and then he reset. Just because, and El Kukui, as long as he ends it, yes, a brutality of his own. Victimizing Scorpion at the end. Although, that shouldn't be that effective on him. All things considered. 2-2, another sudden death. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Sudden death for this one. You know you want it. Grand finals. And we are going to be able to go into that game 5. And again, the American resets by the American superhero, better
Look
said.
at that cape. The red, white, and blue. The red being the blood, the white being the milk, and I can't think of anything witty to say about the blue yet.
The blue is the sky.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll take it.
oh, true. You know what? Actually, the blue could be all bruised up. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
what
sense. That makes
that's
sense.
what that's what I was gonna do, like black and blue.
There we go. Yeah.
That's very fitting of Homelander. Ah, the blues his eyes. Those baby blues of
Fair.
John's.
Fair.
Sorry, Homelander. I did not mean to call him John. I did not mean to call him John. I'm so sorry. That's a boys reference if you guys are checking out that show. A great one. And wow, for being 2-2, both players are thinking hard and heavy here. As time going down to 30 seconds at the character select screen. 2-2, we're locked in to a sudden death once more. The flames in the Kolosseum are never satisfied. Never satisfied!
Sudden death.
That's right. You guys did not sign on the dotted line, but only one of you is making it out alive tonight.
Oh, the micro duck already to start off this first round from El Kukui. In the corner. And gonna be able to block the armor. Wake up.
Making some big plays when it matters most. Pressure's on. When nothing was trying to bet another armor, perhaps. Or button, nice movement backwards, not checked by anything from Mari there. That's an awful lot until he could do so. That scalpel, like a surgeon, who finds the mark. And the offensive opportunity. Is he standing? Just like that, overhead.
Yeah, he had to break there. That was also the start of the overhead, so that was going to be full damage. It's not going to scale. The back three, going to be able to use all the full string itself.
Didn't. Ooh. Active whip on us there, and El Kukui, when that dash has started, opponents have fallen apart and gets away with a stagger so delayed on the follow-up. Mari, I think expecting a special cancel or a flight cancel, held it. Great early cancel from El Kukui. This is a tournament point. This is a finalist point for this man. He won the last season. Can he do it again? Good start.
This is a great start for El Kukui. Not so much for Mari. Mari able to jump on the wake up side, hold north always, but drops the combo after trying to get the hit confirmed.
Not in the game 5. They're in a great position here. The army's just outside the range. And that may have been so smart. It looked like if he may have pressed the normal, Farah could have absorbed it. I think that he may have thought that could have occurred. Either way, crazy stuff. That's going to connect and has enough hit advantage to combo into both overhead and low on hit, which is very important when you're looking for Farah synergy. What a round for him thus far. Can he close it out, though? Yes!
Oh, there it goes. That's the overhead that Mari was looking for. And we are final round in the final game for the sudden death of everything.
Who's going to take it, guys? Let us know who you want, Mari or El Kukui. And both alive. Twitch and YouTube audience. If you're watching in the future, hope everything's still all right out there. Let us know in the comment section below if you like what you see here in the Kolosseum. And who will become our Week 2 champion, just outspacing the Blazer of his own, but Farah let him down in the end. Oh no, the double drops. It's getting too crazy. In this final round, in the heat of the moment, the pressure might be too much. The drops. I'm off the bar there is El Kukui. I assume he's going to build a bar of meter and have a breaker before the end anyway.
Oh my gosh. Again, try to fake out the throw. The micro duck on the grab that Mari tried to throw out here. It's not looking good. Won't be able to build up the bar. It's only halfway on that third bar. And it's not looking good. There it goes. Breaker used. Oh, block the laser. But no, that's it. El Kukui takes game 5 and solidifies to be week 2 champion.
Congratulations, El Kukui. Back-to-back game 5s and back-to-back final rounds where it came down to one little microscopic flight into overhead, the boot to the head to secure the victory. Take a look at this final moment. There was about 3 or 4 dropped combos to get this round started. And here, post-breaker. Instant overhead bop to the head. El Kukui, welcome back to being a Kolosseum finalist. He was last season. He won the whole thing. Can he do it again? Only time will tell, as we still have to set 6 more finalists here in the Kolosseum over the course of the following Sundays. Thank you to everyone that's donated to the prize pool. Over $175 raised for the players so far. You can contribute at any time. Links are in the chat. It'll be in the description below. And thank you so much to everyone who has donated, not just there, but has supported us directly as well on Twitch and YouTube. And thank you to you as well, Saki, for coming on tonight and joining us to see this marvelous victory from El Kukui. I can't believe that we even got the death battle. That was just a cherry on top.
It really was. I definitely feel like you should submit the death battle to all the epic rap battles and see how they can like make the rap for it. But honestly, thank you so much for having me on tonight. It was really fun. It was a great way to take a break from 2XKO and enjoy some amazing Mortal Kombat. And you know, guess what? We now have Homelander in one of the finals, and not Melina, not a second Melina at the very least.
Yeah, Homelander will be making our schedule flyer, and so I'm hoping might that Omni-Man, with the way that the Shizzles was playing, be a game away from Grand Finals in this one means you're gaming. Be on the lookout for him in the future, that's for sure. Let's go and take a look at that schedule so you guys can see when week 3 is going down. The other one, Rick, with the picture? The new one? Yeah. Get on. So, we will be putting in El Kukui for week 2. But week 3, as you see, they're taking a little bit of a break. I'll be heading out of town for a little bit, but we'll be back August 25th for week 3 of the Kolosseum season number 7. You guys can sign up anytime. Start.gg/Kolosseum. Join the Discord as well to be following all the events. I hope you guys had a great time here. This has been the Kolosseum week number 2. Talking before we get out of here, do you have anything that you want to push? Anything for the players to promote for yourself before you get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, well, first and foremost, if you haven't been following me or you're just checking out and checking me out, you can be found at Saki Sakura TV. And this upcoming Saturday, before the 2XKO Alpha Lab finishes up, we will be having a 2XKO 1v1. So if for any of you NRS players that were able to secure a code, especially because you were at EVO, it's the perfect opportunity to start leveling up and getting ready for 2XKO tournaments.
Which is the League of Legends fighting game that just came out, if you aren't familiar with that. 2XKO doesn't really give that away at all, but I'm not going to judge them at all. Project L was a little bit cooler, Saki. I'll say it. I'm on that team.
I'm okay with 2XKO because if you hear it's like KO, like it makes sense. Makes sense.
With it being 2v2, absolutely. I think you got me there. But thank you guys for watching the Kolosseum. We'll see you next week. We'll see you rather in a couple of weeks for week number 3. And we've also got our global series going on. And when we come back with that, it'll be Middle East that we will be visiting. I'm super excited because that is the biggest region of the entire global series that we are running. It is the biggest region outside of North America in the Kolosseum for Mortal Kombat. Pretty dang cool. So shouts to them. We'll see you then. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you next time. Peace.